You're watching Force 13's live streaming service. Hello and welcome to Force 13 Live. I thought we were having the other music, but it's the US version of the music that we've got. This is Solar Eclipse Live, and it is incoming in a matter of just a couple of hours. And we have got everything going on here. We have got webcams, we've got a few of our team members on the ground in various locations throughout the US throughout this Eclipse day. The Eclipse has officially begun somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. I can't quite see where just yet. But it will eventually be tracking through the major city of Mazatl&aacute on the coast of Mexico, and then moving inland through Torreon. And that's sort of the area where it will be, around that zone is where the biggest eclipse will be, technically speaking, but it won't feel much different in many of the other places of Totality. Of course, then it swings into Texas through the border near Eagle Pass and Del Rio, and then it will move on through places like Killeen, Waco, and then on towards Dallas, where Christian is right now, and we'll talk to him in a few minutes. Following that, it will then move through the central United States, and eventually it will arrive in places like Indianapolis, which is where Ethan is right now, or at least his webcam is. He's actually not here, but he's got his webcam rigged up, and you'll be able to take a look at that in just a moment. And then it will be continuing up towards the northeast, across the southern eastern Great Lakes, and eventually arrive at Justin's house in Buffalo, New York. Let's talk to Justin first. Hi Justin, how are you? You're very excited about this event.
I'm excited, but it's still a slightly nervous excitement though, because just before the stream started, I actually went outside because I noticed it got brighter outside. Not only are we finally starting to get breaks in the cloud cover here, but the clouds actually are starting to thin out as well. And I know this is from the National Weather Service in Buffalo themselves. Any given April 8th, it's cloudy 67% of the time.
Right.
We might actually get a huge break if this trend continues, or where the clouds keep getting thinner over the next couple hours. Totality for here, 3:18 to 3:22 p.m.
We
have a chance.
Tons of stuff going on here. That webcam there is Ethan's place in Indianapolis. Christian has got a dog cam. He's in Dallas, and he'll be getting the eclipse fairly soon as well. Hi Christian.
Hello. So normally I'm in the UK, but now I travelled.
Oh dear, look at the weather.
Yeah. So I travelled specifically here to see the eclipse after like a week or two back in Sydney, Australia. So I'm still technically on holiday. But yeah, the weather right now here where I'm based, east of Dallas in somewhere called Rowlett.
Yeah.
Not looking so great right now. The forecast says partly cloudy, but that doesn't look very partly to me.
Oh dear. And we've also got webcams from other sources as well. Let me see if I can get this up just now. I have lost my cams. No, that sounded more sinister than it is. There it is. That's the live view right now in Mazatl&aacute, Mexico. That will be the first proper place on land that will experience the eclipse. There are a couple of islands, mainly uninhabited, off Mexico that will actually have the eclipse first. I don't think anyone's there. But in case they are, then they'll obviously get that eclipse first, and that must surely be rather exciting. Also, we're doing another little thing today as well. On the bottom right hand side there, that is going to be our simulation. We are doing a flight sim tour through the eclipse today as well. There's a live view from Isla Sirocco, which is the first place that will receive the eclipse in about maybe an hour and a half. I can't remember exactly when. Probably about an hour and a half. So we're going to take off and fly through the eclipse as it occurs in one of the jets, so you'll be able to have a nice little look at that as well. So that is absolutely fascinating. So, not real though, but you'll get to see the real things on our people's webcams there as well. Wow, so a lot to see. We're really watching closely those satellite images, waiting to see whether we've got signs of the eclipse starting to occur. Now, officially it has, but that really means very little in terms of visual impact. We're not going to see it for a little bit yet until we actually get a proper look. Now, those two cameras at the top there, or those satellite imagery views, that is pretty much over Mazatlan, Mexico there. So when the eclipse rolls in 2 hours, it will then, you'll see it there, and you'll see it quite clearly, hopefully, on that satellite imagery. So it's, compared to our usual live streams, it's, well, then again, none of our live streams are really that fast-paced usually, but it's not going to be that quick a live stream until the eclipse properly starts in Mexico. And once it sweeps through Texas, you'll see all of those times that we've got there on the top left of the screen as well, showing the countdown clocks to when you'll actually get the totality. And you'll notice once you look at Texas there, all of those times are very close together. You got Eagle Pass at 2:20 to go, 2 hours 20 minutes to go. San Antonio 2 hours 27, Austin 2 hours 29. They're all very close together. I looked at the camera, San Antonio as well, we'll have that later. It is very overcast there right now. So joining us at this moment in time, we've already spoken to Christian and Justin. We've also got Maury with us as well. I can't remember whether you're actually in the path or not.
I'm not in the path of totality, but I will see a partial solar eclipse.
All right.
I believe it will be 90% covered. So.
And a lot of people will see it in partial amounts. Of course, I remember seeing 98% in Scotland in 2015. Haven't seen 100% though, which is a bit unfortunate, but I don't really mind.
Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at live satellite right now. There are signs of the eclipse starting to show up just off the coast of Mexico.
Interesting.
There's like a very faint dark spot starting to show up where the path is.
Right, I don't know why this has gone huge now. It's supposed to be down there in the corner. Stay there. That's a little package that we've made of recent solar eclipses there. And most of those are in the last few years. Some of those shots will be from the 2017 eclipse, of course, which occurred in a somewhat similar area, certainly. Well, obviously further north.
There's actually one spot in the U.S. I forgot where.
Of course there will be, yeah.
Yeah, there's one spot in the U.S. that's actually going to be in the same, that's actually going to be in the path of totality, just like they were for the 2017 event.
Mm.
I believe that's Carbondale, Illinois.
Also, for the 2017 solar eclipse, here, we were, I think it was 75% covered here, or something like that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it was a nice, sunny, hot day when that happened, too. It was 85 degrees that day when
August.
that happened. Yep.
Now, I've got to put a little downer on this because, as always seems to be the case, we also have an enhanced risk of severe weather today across the U.S., mainly in Texas, ironically.
Yeah, the next 3 days are enhanced, actually.
Yep, very busy few days for severe weather in the next few days, so keep your eye on that as well. Most of the storms that will be occurring today will be after the eclipse, although there will be a few locations, unlucky people probably, in east and southeastern Texas and Louisiana that will get some of these early storms which are popping up. I think they're popping up round about now, aren't they?
Let me look. Also, Nathan, by the way, the sun is now out here.
Justin's so happy,
reaching
rubbing
out.
his hands with glee. Yep. All right, good. Well, fair enough. Send in your comments and questions if you have any for us. We're really sort of playing this by ear, but, you know, I mean, How are we going to miss it? We can't mess this up, right? And there's once again the view from our simulation on the bottom right there. That's the view, what it probably looks like on Socorro. Is it Sirocco or Socorro? I always forget. There's two islands in different parts of the world that have similar names. The island well off the coast of Mexico that would be the first place to receive this eclipse. Hurricane Altony Bronze says, I think they're trying to say that there'll be cloudy in Connecticut during the partial solar eclipse. I don't know if that's...
I can confirm that, because the cloud cover we're getting here, excuse me, is actually going to be over Connecticut.
Okay. And people talking about their eclipse glasses and all that stuff. So solar filters and all of that. Especially for this event, it's in the middle of the day for most people. The sun is going to be too bright to look at. So yeah, you'll need to wear glasses or something that has a polarizing solar filter. I don't think sunglasses are enough.
No. And also, by the way, the types of solar eclipse glasses you need to use that will actually help should say ISO, this is ISO 12312-2.
How is anyone going to remember that?
I typed into live stream.
You typed it in, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I remember back in 2015 we mounted a solar filter to our camera. That worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I actually saw on one of the local news stations, you actually posted an article about it, and the ISO 12312 are the actual like certified eclipse glasses that you're supposed to use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, also, Maho actually brings up a good point. A welding mask, a welder's mask with a shade level of 12 also works as well. And I only know that works because I viewed the 2017 eclipse through a welder's mask.
No way.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Once again, that view down there on the bottom right is Indianapolis, which is where Ethan is. So we'll get another view of the eclipse from that location. We've got our team cameras set up in Dallas, Indianapolis, and Justin's over there in Buffalo. We've got our live sort of pseudo eclipse viewing on our flight simulator. That will be going along as well. And we've got webcams from across these locations. We've got webcams lined up in Mazatl&. We've got some of the views at Eagle Pass and Del Rio and San Antonio and beyond. We've not gotten much further than that yet. Let's see if there's some more questions. Will a partial solar eclipse dark the sky even with clouds? In my experience, not so much. Christian, do you remember the solar eclipse in 2015 over the UK? That was only partial. I don't even know if you were in the country back then, but that was partial. I don't recall. It was cloudy in a lot of places, and people were disappointed, and they thought it would be more dramatic than it was. You don't really see much of a impact until it gets over 90%, if my recollection serves. Lee says, why can't we see the moon approaching the sun? That's a good question. It must be because the sun's so bright. I imagine with some kind of viewing equipment you'd be able to see the moon. Now you can see on the live view there, my Eclipse flight viewer. We're not in the air yet, by the way. We're still on the ground on Isla Sirocco. But you can see that the sun on the top right side has been squashed a little bit. So the eclipse is definitely beginning on that camera, as it were. Now let's see if we can get an updated view of that bottom satellite image. I'm hoping this is even updated. I'm not actually sure that it is, but I'm not seeing much in terms of the eclipse showing itself yet. I'll try and get another view, and if I do see it on another picture, I'll show it on the stream, of course. So, did someone want to pipe in just there?
No.
Oh. But send in your comments and questions live on the air. Oh, this is a pity. Goes West is struggling on certain views. But I know that they've scrambled all the satellite floaters over this, and we'll have more to see a little bit later on. So a reminder, you can see all the countdown clocks up on the top right-hand side, top left-hand side of the screen. And that reminds us that we are now down to, once it switches round, the first populated place, Mazatl&, 1 hour and 51 minutes. That's where we're up to right now. All right, let me see if we can. Okay, so I don't know if we can see it properly on here. Oh, there's a picture. And you will see that somewhere on the left-hand side that Eclipse will start to begin shortly. I just messed up my thing there because I was trying to move the goddamn... We've had so many problems trying to set up this stream today. It's unreal. I've had to use 2 overlays on top of each other because the first one isn't working. As you saw, there is massive text, and I don't know why. Some things just never get fixed. Anyway, there we have it. So once again, you will see the eclipse. Oh, it's done it again. I'm trying to get to the damn display capture. There we go. Go a little bit bigger. I wanted to get it really a lot bigger so I can show you what we're... Alright, we're closer now. So the eclipse will start right over here somewhere, and I wonder if we switch it from geocolor to maybe a standard visible imagery that we might be able to see it better. So just waiting for that to load in from RAM slider, and that looks like it might take a while. In fact, it's not doing it at all. Oh, there we go. So I'm still not really seeing signs of it just yet. But maybe you can. Who knows? But very soon, it will happen quite quickly. You'll just see it start to pop into the screen. Maybe look a little bit further south, actually. It will be happening round about here. And then sweeping up through Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, around the Mississippi there into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Lake Erie, and then on to northern New York State, briefly passing into Canada, north of Vermont, into Maine, and then into New Brunswick, and then on to Newfoundland. Oh, by the way, a very nice looking extratropical cyclone off the coast there.
Yeah, no, I was actually looking at that. Be glad that wasn't over the U.S. right now, or else everybody would be king. Like, from the Texas-Mexico border, probably all the way up the Maine would be getting cloud cover if that storm were over the U.S. right now. Just be glad that storm system isn't over the U.S.
Yeah. All right, then. I'm going to take off on that flight sim
by the
view
way,
there.
Nathan,
yeah.
storms have not fired up in the enhanced risk area yet.
No, they're not going to.
Yeah, probably
Not in the enhanced
hours.
risk area. They'll be in the southeastern slight risk area. Those will be the early storms.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything though in terms of storms yet. By the way, in roughly about an hour or so, I'm gonna be heading out to meet my sister at her work, and then we're gonna walk down to the river and watch the eclipse from there.
Okay.
And also, even better news, this cloud cover should be out of here probably around like 2:30 p.m.-ish or so.
All our countdown timers are on our left-hand side. Buffalo, 2 hours 58.
Yeah, we actually might have sunny skies. totality time, which would be absolutely huge for us. But you can actually see on the satellite, though, that the eclipse is starting to show up.
I'm still not seeing it properly yet.
Yeah, well, if you go on, like, and zoomed out, like, RAM slider or whatever.
I did. I still didn't really see it.
And I'll post it in live discussion.
I know what you'll show me. I just didn't really see it yet, but it will be there soon. It's going to be very soon. I am just getting this sorted here. Take me a little while. Christian, you got anything for us right now? Is he still here?
He's not.
He's not even
he's
here.
not.
Well, Christian will be getting ready over there in Dallas, Texas. What's that?
It's only just you, me, Maurice, and Ethan's camera.
Cool thing.
Actually, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Holcomb, Slater, and Doddsville, Mississippi until 12:15 p.m. Central Time. 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar size hail.
All right.
Figured I'd mention it because it just showed up on Twitter.
So, as always, we never get away without severe weather being involved. There's also a major severe weather event going on across Europe this afternoon as well.
Yeah.
France and into Belgium and the Netherlands.
Yeah, live on Tropics in the contributor hub actually said a strong hail core is occurring in southern France currently.
So it's all going on today, folks, and after the earthquakes last week and everything else.
Speaking of severe weather, what do you think of the two 15% risk areas for Thursday?
Yeah, dreadful.
Something you don't see very often is two 15% risk areas for a single day. And the 4 through 8 outlooks.
If you say so.
I just choked on a burp.
Oh dear. Anyway, send in your comments and questions live if you've got any for us. I mean, the eclipse is a fairly straightforward affair, but people may still have questions. Indeed, it's the third time in 6 years, the 7 years that the US has seen one.
Yeah, I think after this one, the next one isn't until 2045.
Is it really?
I'm gonna actually. Oop, that one I meant to click. Let me pull it up on timeanddate.com real quick because this website has actually been really helpful for like looking up what is incoming.
Yes.
So Eclipse.
1 hour 44 until the eclipse reaches Mazatl&aacute. And we'll have it here live. Hurricane Alternate Bronze says, will planets be visible during the solar eclipse?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
You have Mercury. I think it was Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and there was another one that I forgot. But yeah, and if you use a telescope, Mars is the other one, yeah. If you use a telescope as well, you might be able to see that one comet that's going by Earth currently.
Oh, it's there?
Yeah.
All right. So we are airborne on our simulated flight across the eclipse, and we'll have that running throughout as well. So that's another view of what's going on, even when we've got nothing to show on the ground in real life. But we won't be seeing any views of the eclipse from anywhere on the ground pretty much until Mazatl&aacute, which is in an hour and 45.
Yeah, here. You actually have two solar... the next solar eclipse that'll be visible in parts of North America, it's actually mostly up in Canada, really. August 22nd to 23rd, 2044. And then you have another total solar eclipse on August 12th of the following year.
2045.
Yep. Also, I'm actually looking at this. You know what's interesting? Some spots in Indonesia, like especially in the northwestern portions of Indonesia, will actually be getting a total annular solar eclipse in just a 6-month span in 2042.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that could happen.
Yeah, you have a total solar eclipse on April 19th and 20th, and then an annular on October 13th and 14th.
Yeah, and that does happen sometimes. You get with lunar eclipses as well.
Yep. There's actually a total lunar eclipse coming up here later this year.
Yes, they always follow solar eclipses by a few months usually.
Yeah.
That happened in 2015 as well. People saying, hey, in the chat, Gabo is in Mazatl&aacute. Well, you'll be there in 1 hour 42 minutes. Will the eclipse affect the weather and clouds? Sometimes it can have little effects.
Yeah, sometimes it can, especially if it's like a thinner cloud cover. Dude, with the temperature and humidity dropping during totality, it could actually cause the clouds to just vanish sometimes, especially if it's like a real thin cloud cover. Also, Fireball just said for the August 12th, 2045 eclipse, he's in Trinidad and Tobago. He said he'll get 6 minutes of totality.
Whoa. God, that's a long time.
Very long time.
Really?
I'm trying to think now as to what the theoretical maximum is. It's like 8 minutes, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
I think that's some theoretical maximum. Gabo wants to know if we want photos from Mazatlan. We'll have video looking downwards, but won't have anything looking upwards. So feel free. I don't know how I'll be able to. Actually, yeah, we will be able to get them. If you wanted to ping us on Twitter, or if you wanted to, if you're on Discord, you can contact one of our friends here, either Christian or maybe Justin might be the most reliable.
Yeah.
Or through Twitter, up to you. But yeah, we're happy to show any of that stuff if you tag us on there. They just have YouTube.
Oh, right.
You can send us an email, but I don't think I can get to my emails from here. But if you do want to send us an email for any reason, contact@force13.com. But I don't think I can reach my emails. There's just too much going on my machines. We are coming up to 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 Central, and we're getting closer and closer to the eclipse's viewing areas on land, but it is still a fair way away at the moment, but we are edging closer. And it really is going to be an hour and a half of sitting around waiting for that to properly occur. Do other planets experience eclipses? Oh, you should see Jupiter. They have eclipses all the time.
Yeah, they have one on. With how many moons Jupiter has, you could, if hypothetically Jupiter supported living organisms, you could see an eclipse like every month. Because you figure Jupiter has like what, 63 moons, I think, or whatever it is. You get an eclipse like every month.
Wow. But yes, definitely lots and lots and lots of eclipses on Jupiter and other planets, Saturn. I can't think of any others that have prominent eclipses. But of course, it's not just solar eclipses of the moon that can happen here as well. You often have transits of Venus and Mercury, but obviously they're so small against the sun that it doesn't eclipse. But satellites and telescopes have shown the transits of these planets. So I don't know if they gain research from that, but I don't know what you can. Yeah. But I'm sure they do somehow. Yeah?
Your next planet transit, actually, isn't for another 8 years, actually.
All right.
November 13th, 2032. And then after that, November 7th, 2039. Actually, all three of these. Well, I'll read you the next 3 planet transits, which are all Mercury. November 13th, 2032, November 7th, 2039, and May 7th, 2049.
Wow.
The first two I mentioned are going to be visible mainly in Africa and the Middle East. And the one is going to be visible in North America. So we're going to be waiting 25 years for that.
All right. Let's see what we got here. And Jack Simmons says there, how are we doing? The solar eclipse is coming from St. Louis, Missouri. They're not getting a full eclipse, are they, St. Louis?
That's actually a good question, Ian.
I don't think so. Otherwise, it would have been on my list here. But all of those locations that you're seeing on that wall on the left-hand side, those are total eclipses. Obviously, places around there we'll see near total eclipses and partial eclipses. So we're going to be using a lot today. If we get back to, once again, now, why is this broken?
Uh-oh. St. Louis is not in the path of totality. They're actually, believe it or not, just outside of it.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll be 99.18% covered.
No, really?
Yeah. I'm not even kidding, Nathan. They're only like probably 20 miles outside of the path.
Wow.
Paducah, Kentucky's in the path though. So is Evansville, Indiana. But they're like right on the edge of it though.
Live view for Mazatl&aacute right now. There it is, 10:31 a.m. Still very sunny there, as we expect, because there's still a little while to go yet until it arrives. But that's a live look. Mazatl&aacute. This is 413 Live, Eclipse coverage, and there's a lot to wait around for right now. The full thing really starts off at about, I keep getting lost with my time zones as well, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central is pretty much when the full eclipses are starting up in Mexico, and that will continue through Texas within that hour, really. Once it starts, it happens quite quickly. You look at those timers on the left-hand side and you'll see it. They're all very quick, from Evansville at 2:29 from now to Cleveland 2 hours 40 from now, and Erie 2:43, Buffalo 2:45. So within the space of 10 minutes was that? It goes from Evansville to Buffalo. That's quite a long way.
Oh, yeah. Because you got to figure the moon's moving out something like 1,500 miles per hour. So, it ain't moving slow, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. The Earth's rotating, too.
Yeah. Also, by the way, update. We actually have breaks in the clouds starting to show up in areas in and around Erie, PA, as well as portions of southwestern Chautauqua County and areas up here in Tonawanda and like Grand Island.
You are loving it, aren't you?
Still a little nervous because there is a patch of thicker cloud cover to my west right now, but after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing from here on out.
That's what it was sounding like. Now, we don't have... I don't really have access to radar today, at least not during the eclipse, because I wasn't counting on that. But if you could look elsewhere, is there anything blowing up right now? Because that's what we were thinking, that there might be some thunderstorms already starting up in southeast Texas and Louisiana. And
well, I mean, you have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in Mississippi right now, but that's really it. You only have 2 of them because they're on our edge of a county warning area, so it's the same storm, just has 2 warnings for 2 different county warning areas.
One of them is warned for 1.5-inch hail, and it did have.
The worst part is that storm's in a radar hole. That's fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's producing a lot of lightning, though.
It did have 73 dB0.
Certain areas like in and around Slater are just getting bombarded with lightning currently.
Well, of course, here at Force 13, we usually cover the weather, but our remit does expand to the solar eclipse as well. We did cover the 2017 eclipse, and I think we even covered the 2016. Where was it? I think it was Thailand and Indonesia. We even covered that one. I just can't remember where I was last year, though, Justin, because there was one last year.
Let me look, hang on.
I can't remember what was going on that day. Were we busy doing something or what?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I don't know. But just
Don't know
ticking
how
down
my,
2 hours until the eclipse reaches totality in Austin and Killeen, Texas right now. So 2-hour warning for you guys. And a few questions here. What is the total tally eclipse for Connecticut? I imagine it's not going to be as high. I haven't been watching very closely there.
Actually, let me go back to it.
And Mayra wants to know, Tulsa, any update there?
Give me a moment. I have VR2 open. I could pull up the meter site in Tulsa real quick. Gotta wait for it to load though.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Tulsa, you'll be able to, if this weather holds up, you'll be able to see it in Tulsa, no problem.
Okay.
68 degrees and sunny right now.
Once again, we've got our plane cam. Not real, unfortunately. But our simulation of what it might look like from above right now. We're just off the coast of Mexico, where the eclipse will be properly felt in Mazatl&, in an hour and a half. I just need to check that we're not going too quickly on that plane to make sure that we actually get we're not too far ahead of the eclipse. But I'll double check and make sure of that. One of the many things that we're doing to cover this event, I would say historic event, but I think it's a bit too pompous because these...
No, you're actually not wrong.
Well,
it is a historic event.
Well, is it really though? Because we had one last year, and we had one in 2017. They're quite common in sections.
The only difference is though with this eclipse, you have the path of totality going over multiple major cities like Buffalo, Cleveland, Dallas, Austin, you name it.
Yeah.
And also, Connecticut, you are not in the path of totality.
No, we knew that, but what was the percentage?
Like right on the Connecticut-New York border, like not border, state line, rather, you're about 93%. On the Connecticut-Rhode Island state line, you're at 91.3%. Give me a moment.
Still pretty decent numbers, but even at 90%, you'll obviously see it, but people thinking about the light, whether it will be like that picture that we're looking at right now, not really. That's like 98 to 100% right there that you're looking at on that plane view. 90% is still, obviously you lose some light and it's quite subtle, but once you get to 95 to 100%, then that's when you really start to notice it, and that's when you get the very dramatic views. Obviously, at 100%, that's where it becomes very clear, and then you get temperature drops as well, which I think Ethan was telling us earlier, or was it Justin, that Ethan, I think, expecting the temperature to drop 10 degrees in Indiana. And I think some places were expecting a temperature drop of up to 20 degrees during the eclipse. Just goes to show how important the sun is to our temperatures. The moon photobombs for 3 minutes and the temperature goes down 10 degrees. Lots of people tuning in from all around the world. I'm surprised to see, but nice to see everyone joining in there. Joseph there as well in San Antonio, Texas. Last I saw, it was still very cloudy there. Please let us know how things are there now. And around what time in Tulsa as well. Let me see. I'm just comparing it to these other places. So we're probably looking at about... just about the 2 hour mark from now, I think, is when it will really start to wind along. We're still not that satisfied with the satellite imagery. We haven't seen much on it yet, so let me just see if I can get an updated satellite imagery view, and maybe we can take a look at it together to see if we can actually demonstrably look at the eclipse so far on satellite. I'm just trying to get that back here in just a second. Oh yes, we can. Alright, so guys, this really is it. And you can see the eclipse starting to enter the frame. I don't know what's happening to the satellite imagery though. It seems to be really breaking up. My mouse is there as well. I don't know why. But you can clearly see there this dark area. Well, that's where the eclipse is happening right now. And very quickly it will shoot up towards Mazatlan in an hour and a half. Very short time period for that to happen. Just goes to show how quick this whole thing will be. I don't think, and it's hard to tell, it doesn't look like anyone's 100% in that zone yet, but shortly, I imagine. And imagine being at sea over there, or maybe on one of those tiny islands. I can't tell what islands they are. It's north of French Polynesia. But being on one of those islands perhaps, and just after dawn getting this eclipse must be rather remarkable. Of course, for the US, remarkable in a different way. You probably don't get as dramatic colors, but you still get the dramatic impacts of the solar eclipse as it occurs in the middle of the day and the temperature drops. I am going to take a very quick second away here, and I'll leave you with these views just for a short second.
Okay, I'm back.
This is Force 13 Live with live solar eclipse coverage on a monumentous day for many people involved. I just took a short break there as well, Justin.
Yeah.
So what are your plans then today?
I'm going to actually be leaving in about probably 30 minutes or so to head to my sister's work to meet up with her, because even though she doesn't get out till 2 o'clock, but I'm going to meet up with her because I'm going to be walking down there, and from here to her work is about roughly a 15-minute walk. So I figure I leave at 1:30, get there about 1:45. And then after that, we're going to go down to the river and watch the eclipse. And then after that, we're going to go get ice cream. 'Cause why not? Although, that's actually not a bad day for it. My weather station right here actually says it's 64 degrees right now.
64.
I will say this, so it was sprinkling about like an hour and a half ago, but so with how dry the air is right now, and actually I can tell you how dry the air is. Give me a moment. The dew point right now is 36 degrees. So there is the lower levels of the atmosphere are very dry right now.
Not that it matters, but we are at 57 degrees and 70% humidity and overcast. But we are not seeing any stupid old eclipse.
I will say this though, when it was raining earlier, the air actually got very muggy really briefly.
Uh-huh.
It was that kind of rain. It was a very muggy rain. Kind of like what you would see during a summertime thunderstorm almost.
And now we've got a bunch of comments saying that we're all gonna die.
Oh my god.
No, the solar eclipse does not cause death, at least not as far as I know.
The solar eclipse also does not cause earthquakes. Yes, we know there was an earthquake in New Jersey a couple days ago. No, it is not related to the eclipse.
No, but I don't think you can ever be 100% sure on that, because we know about the moon's impact on the Earth and all that, but I would imagine if there was any impact on tectonics, that it would be very minor.
The only thing the moon really affects is tides. Really.
Yeah, and all that water shifting can cause major stresses on the plate tectonics.
That which is also true, yeah.
But
Alright, so
my surmisation there is that an eclipse would have very little effect on anything like that.
Yeah.
Still a strange of an event, though.
Let's show you a few of the other things that we're looking at right now. There's a live view from our friend Ethan's place in Indianapolis, and they'll be getting a total eclipse there as well.
Yep,
In
2 hours,
2
20
hours,
minutes.
yeah, 2 hours 20 on our clock there. Justin, you're expected in 2 hours 32 minutes, and hopefully we'll.
I love what Ken just put in the chat, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
God is coming, says some Bible hardcore believer, probably. God damn it, Ken, what the heck?
Well, I'm not going to go there, but anyways. And Christian
Yeah,
is hopefully on hand over there somewhere as well, and he will be showing us the view live from Dallas, Texas in, can't be that long now, 1 hour 54.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed this, Maho also said he's back, and Tropical Tidbit satellite floaters are also starting to show the eclipse.
Yes,
Very faintly.
absolutely. No, it's more than faint now. It's quite clear to see. I was showing it a few minutes ago.
Oh, shoot. Man.
Let's put this away. I don't think any place is at total yet, but it's looking pretty good. Let's go see if we can go back to geocolor imagery on what we were looking at just before, and see if we can get a more
I was there when you were looking at it.
picturesque view of what's going on. Just stand by here. Oh yes, a little bit. Trying to get my screen back up.
Also, pardon my allergies. The pollen count's a little elevated here today, so pardon my allergies.
Here it is, another quick view there of the eclipse beginning. And you can clearly see this is how it tends to look on geocolor satellite imagery. You have a little bit of darkening there, and then you have proper dark in the middle. I mean, this is sort of very enhanced imagery. If you were looking down there, it probably wouldn't look quite like that. But
I honestly, so some of those islands that are probably in that area are literally getting the eclipse right at sunrise.
yeah, I was saying that earlier as well, whilst you were away. And there's
Which
a look
honestly,
on...
not gonna lie, that actually does sound really cool having an eclipse right at sunrise.
Absolutely. Raw visible image right there. I think it's very close to being total right there. And once again, even though it's so far away from Mexico right now, this is how these things happen. You know, you've got the moon's shadow, which is somewhere in front of the camera, near the camera, behind it, because the sun is beating down on the rest of the world. So, you know, the sun's sort of in a central position here somewhere. So that means that the moon's shadow is literally traveling in a linear line almost. But of course, with the Earth's curvature, that's a very large amount of miles for a short line, and not so much comparatively later on. So you think the eclipse goes by quickly in America. It goes by really quickly down over the Pacific there in these early stages.
Oh,
yeah. But we'll keep watching these cameras closely, or these satellite views. Very fascinating stuff. This is the 2024 solar eclipse live. I didn't actually get a read on how many people are in the eclipse path.
Last I checked, it was like 35 million people.
35 million. And about
absolutely.
And about 10 million tourists as well.
Whoa! Hold up. The enhanced risk for today expanded way to the east, just an FYI.
Right.
To point out, portions of northwestern Louisiana are in the path of totality. Not my bad. In the enhanced risk. I'm thinking two things at once over here. My bad.
That's a concern. So obviously, it's not just the eclipse that we're watching today. For those who aren't aware, there is a severe weather event also active. Enhanced risk of severe weather across...
Yeah, it's mainly hail-driven, though.
Hail-driven.
The tornado risk remains at 5%, wind at 15%. They expanded the hail risk southeastward, though.
Northern Texas are the main places for that enhanced risk, but most of it will happen, almost all of it, will be blowing up after the eclipse rolls through.
However, though, especially in areas in eastern Texas that are in the path of totality, keep this in mind. With the potential severe storms this afternoon, the coincide after the eclipse. They add that to the fact that there's also thousands upon thousands of people flocking into many portions of the country to view the total eclipse.
Yeah,
Traffic shouldn't be an issue.
that is a concern, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
After the
Traffic
eclipse in
is gonna be
Texas,
an
as those
issue.
storms ramp up and people are all traveling home or wherever they're going,
Yeah, and
they're
of
going to
course,
get caught in severe weather, aren't they?
I said this last severe weather event, and I will say it again. Do not shelter under overpasses, whatever you do. Because all you're doing is slowing down traffic. And you're making yourself look like a fool.
Well, when the storms fire up, we'll obviously cover that in a lot more detail. Frank Harvey, thanks for becoming a member. We appreciate that. John says, will Ridgeland, South Carolina be affected? South Carolina, what percentage will they be getting?
I actually have it pulled up right now. Give me a moment.
Can't be that high, I would imagine.
Where did he say it was? Ridgeland, right?
Ridgeland. Alright, John, we get the message. You sent it 4 times, so we got it. And another odd message.
They're like right in the Piedmont area. They'll be 82.5%.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Maximum eclipse time for you is just a couple seconds prior to 3:08 p.m.
Okay. And a strange question there. What if the eclipse causes a Category 6 hurricane?
Oh, for God's sake!
Justin's reaction is great. Nope, it will certainly. Even in normal circumstances, Category 6 doesn't exist. Okay, let's move on.
It actually will make it, because it'll cause temperatures to be colder. Wouldn't it kind of make it less likely? Because it'll make temperatures
I
colder?
guess.
Just an awkward silence. There it is.
What awkward silence? I didn't hear any.
Mason just put, will Newport, Vermont see it? I will
Yes,
let you know in a moment.
surely. You put.
They're in the path of totality, I think.
If not, they're very close.
No, they're actually in the path of totality.
Okay. What time?
Partial begins at 2:15. Well, actually, practically 2:16 p.m. Totality starts at 3:27.
I think he understood that though. He was actually saying, "What will there be cloud cover?"
Oh, it's gonna be partly to mostly sunny, so you'll be lucky. Because timeanddate.com says a few scattered clouds in the area.
Our simulated flight on the bottom right-hand side is now reaching the coast of Mexico, an hour ahead of the eclipse itself. And we'll keep that camera, if you want to call it a camera, up. It's just a simulation, but we're showing that quite often if there's nothing else to show. But we obviously do have plenty of webcams on the way. Of course, it's over the open ocean right now, so there's not really anyone seeing the eclipse yet. But later on, of course, we have the eclipse arriving in just over 1 hour and... Is it 1 hour and 15? 1 hour and 10 now for Mazatl&. We've got a webcam there waiting. We've got viewpoints from Eagle Pass on the border and Del Rio, Texas. We've got views from San Antonio. We've got Christian standing by in Dallas. We have got Ethan's camera stationed in Indianapolis. And we have got Justin over there in Buffalo as well.
Yep.
Justin, you're leaving shortly, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to be leaving to head down to my sister's work to meet her up there in about a half hour.
So with that in mind, I'm just going to take a short break here at my end, and I'll let you fill in if you've got... I don't know if you've got anything to say, but I'm just going to... a short break from the desk here.
Okay. Let's give me content onto your eyes.
Weather Nerd says, how is Cleveland?
For those in the path of totality, like, I'll actually do state by state coverage for like weather. For those in Texas, clouds might be an issue. However, it's going to be more of a thin cloud cover, so overall you should be pretty much fine. Southwestern Arkansas, clouds are more than likely going to be an issue because you actually have portions of not portions, but you have bits of denser cloud cover over the southeastern portion of the state, right by the Oklahoma state line. Pretty much anywhere from pretty much Little Rock all the way up to Cleveland, you're golden. Perfect viewing conditions for the eclipse. Portions like where I'm at here in Western New York, gonna be cloudy probably for another hour or so. However, like areas in and around Buffalo and Niagara Falls should start to see sunny skies probably anywhere between 2 and 2:30 p.m. And Totality here in the Western New York area will arrive at 3:18 p.m. and go to 3:22 p.m. Going further down the path of Totality, Rochester, unfortunately, you guys are probably going to be sacked in cloud cover, although you might get high thin clouds. Watertown, it's like a 50-50 shot you see it. But however, anywhere from like Plattsburgh, New York, all the way up through Maine, sunny skies all the way. Yeah, if you're wondering what I did when you were gone, Nathan, I basically went over weather for every state in the path.
Oh, nice. Overall, though, looking fairly good.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can grab any new images from the global satellites, the full disk imagery. And if we can, I will show you the latest here. Just have to mess around with loads of different screens. But you'll see it shortly. Mazatl&, 1 hour and 10 minutes. There it is, starting to appear on the globe, the sphere, on this visible imagery. Still very close to those Pacific Islands north of French Polynesia, somewhere near the equator right now. And eventually, and it will be very quick, it will speed up northeastwards right through Mexico, Mazatl&, in the path of Totality, as is a lot of Texas. And you can see what's going on with the weather as well compared to that line of Totality. Now look at Texas right now, Justin. South side of the eclipse path ain't looking so hot right now.
Yeah, I actually did bring that up. I said like areas in Texas along the path of Totality, clouds may be an issue, especially if you're in an area of Texas that has like the denser cloud cover. However, though, portions of Texas, as you can tell, are getting thinner clouds right now, which you should be fine with those, because the sun should easily pierce through those without a problem.
It is, but a purist would want a completely clear sky.
Every meteorologist, feel like.
And even in northern Arkansas, there where the eclipse will be taking, there's some very high-level cloud, thin, probably cirrus moving through. Similar case for southern Illinois and Missouri.
Yeah, I mentioned like areas in like southwestern Arkansas. You're probably not going to see it at all unless that stubborn area of denser clouds moves out. However, though, I also did mention areas from pretty much Little Rock all the way up to Cleveland are in the clear.
High cloud in Indiana as well, and you can see it on Ethan's camera there. You can see cloud outlines. It's clearly sunny, but some high-level stuff going on there, I think.
Yeah. Filtered sunshine. As it's called.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, if you are under a blanket of cloud that doesn't completely block the sun, you won't need solar glasses then. Eclipse glasses.
Yeah. They actually, this is actually from NASA themselves. You can take your eclipse glasses off during Totality. However, though, soon as you start getting the diamond ring appearance to the eclipse again, put the solar eclipse glasses back on, or else you would damage your eyesight. We don't want people going blind here. It's not what we want.
And given it is in the full throes of daytime and the afternoon hours, it'll be a very bright sun there as well.
Give me a moment, Mama.
Oh, of all things. Send us a message if you want, if you've got any questions or comments you'd like to share with us about this Eclipse event. Tag Force 13 all in text. We'll be able to see it more clearly when it pops up. Let's go back to some other viewpoints in the bottom right hand side there. That's a view of some of the recent solar eclipses that have occurred in recent years. Of course, we had August 2017, which obviously had a significant eclipse over parts of the United States, and then of course October 2023, and then of course this one upcoming in just an hour's time, depending on where you are. 2 hours if you're in Evansville, 2 hours 17 in Buffalo, and 2 hours 31 in Houghton, which if anyone's heard of that, it's right on the border between Maine and New Brunswick, Canada. This is Force 13 live coverage on this solar eclipse event, which goes into full flow in an hour's time, with Mazatl& 1 hour and 6 minutes away from reaching complete totality, with a few other locations following quite closely behind. Once it does occur, it will go on city by city very quickly. When we think about the start of the eclipse there being 1 hour 6, and the start of the eclipse in Maine being, waiting for that thing to show up again, I think it's about 2 hours 30. This goes to show how quickly the event will be passing through the whole area. Most places who are right in the eclipse will get up to maybe 3-4 minutes of totality. It's around 3 generally. Kritzer says, can you see it from the UK? Good luck. No. Sorry about that. I'm here too. I mean, there's no sign of it here. It's overcast anyway. Of course, that is the case. But keep sending in your questions. It's a good time to do it because we're still not really into the main event yet. It is still well over ocean waters areas for another hour or so before we can throw up a lot of our ground webcams and other viewpoints. Charles says in Africa nothing will happen. It was just the bright sunlight. They're probably about right, yeah. Another comment there. The spirit Mazatl&aacute. Now it's light overcast in Buffalo, they said. Going straight over Arkansas soon. There's so much ambient light on Earth it will never be completely dark here again, says Raelvan, which I guess. Even the Earth itself produces a small amount of low-level light from mainly its, well, obviously its atmosphere. Yeah, the next full eclipse in the UK is in 2090, so good luck anyone over here. And people saying, why do people keep making rumors about something happening like the world is ending? You know what? It's yeah, pretty crazy. It's the world's not going to end, at least. Well, if it does, I mean, no one will be there to say, told you so. Anyways, let's go back to the viewpoint that we've got from our simulation that's currently ongoing, because there's not much else to look at just now. But we've got a plane overflying the eclipse on our simulation here, and you can see where it is right now. It's over. It's not far from Mazatl&, at the moment, and that's the view that it is getting right now. The sun is partially eclipsed on that view, and looking pretty decent. You won't see a full eclipse on here, unfortunately. Shame. If they only managed to make that happen. But there you go. Now, we're not very far from the eclipse occurring. It is 1 hour and a bit away, depending on where you are across North America. It begins in Mazatl&, at around 7 minutes past the next hour. That would be, I think, 7 minutes past 12 local time. and it will be a little bit later, further along, Houghton there being the last place in the United States to receive the eclipse. 2 hours and 26. Alright, let's see if we can get some more satellite imagery. And we are about to see some more here. This is a new view of the eclipse occurring, well, a new frame perhaps on this imagery. And there it is. That's how this is progressing. Still very close to the Micronesian Islands. Let's go to the geocolor imagery once again as well.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so it turns out my mom is now coming with me now to watch.
Oh, really?
Eclipse.
Well, it's a family day out, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's try and get geocolor here.
Yeah, we still have to do a cloud cover for about probably another hour. Meanwhile, me over here has to deal with allergies permanently. Anyways.
That's no good.
Yep, blame the high pollen count today. That time of the year, sadly.
So that's the view right now. Not fully, well, it is apparent, but it's not explicitly obvious just yet. But the eclipse is occurring on the western limb of the Earth right now, as viewed from the GOES 16 satellite. This is live right now. We've got tons of things that we're ready to show you. We've got satellite views across all of these locations. Mazatl&aacute there is pretty much front and center of the top images. That's looking at western and southwestern Mexico.
Hey, Steven, by the way, I'm replying to Steven who said cloud cover is bad in Erie. I actually have good news for you. Cloud cover in Erie actually should be clearing out over the next 30 minutes.
Okay. Blue-ite says, I think there's a subtropical storm in the Atlantic. It's not. It's a nice looking extratropical storm.
Yeah, it's cold core anyways. It's not subtropical.
I'll show this for those who are interested. There it is, a nice
It's a neat looking storm though, that is for sure.
Definitely. Now, you know, some people might make this state that's just because it's got this swirly little thing in the middle. That's a subtropical storm, but it is cold core. No chance of it becoming a subtropical cyclone, but a very beautiful storm in its own right there. And if we go back to the full view, that's across the whole North American region right now. That's how our blue marble is looking today. Start your message with Force 13 all in text. We are covering this event for the whole duration, which will be for a good at least 3 more hours. But I know that we are going to be staying on the air for about 4 hours. We're staying here till, at least for the Eclipse event. We may be doing more extended coverage, we probably will, on the severe weather across Texas later this evening as well. I imagine though that most of that will be automated coverage, but feel free to join with that as well, especially if you're needing info on the weather that's going on in the area. Now then, let's see if we've got some more comments right now. Not really. Not from what I can see. Apart from another comment saying, could that Central Pacific system on the GFS be Hone? I have no idea what you're talking about. The answer is probably no. And yeah, just a lot of people commenting on things in general and that cyclonic system in the North Atlantic. In a little while, we will start getting those viewpoints from the eclipse. It is going to be a gradual thing at first, but once it kicks in, which is in 57 minutes in Mazatl&aacute, that's when things will go by real quick, because between that 57-minute point in Mazatl&aacute, well, 1 hour after that, it will have gone all the way from Mazatl&aacute in Pacific Mexico to, where's 157 on here, Indianapolis. It'll have gone from beachside Mexico to Indianapolis in 1 hour, and then another half hour, and it's out of the United States. That's how quick this will be. Danny Does Stuff says, nobody is coming to Earth, let people enjoy the eclipse.
Yep.
If there's aliens out there, I think they'll give this place a miss. Christian, you're on the air.
Yes, hello. I'm doing it live from downtown Raleigh, and look what's come out.
Wow.
Hey, got some
What,
clearance.
clouds?
Yes, a bit of cloud, but like behind it here, you've got all the. It's in the wrong location, but still
Yeah.
it's practice.
Yeah.
Hooray!
So who knows? We might actually luck out.
Now, you know, there's one of these tricks that sometimes you can see it in the leaves, and sometimes if you put like a bucket and put a hole in it or something,
Yeah.
you can you'll be able to see the shadows. There's not a shadow there at the minute, so but that's something else. I'm a bit rusty on that, Justin. You want to tell us about that trick?
And basically what shadow bands are.
Just a minute, Christian. Bit too much noise there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my suppression on. Sorry. How do I do the best?
All right. Whilst he's fixing that, Justin, go ahead.
Shadow bands are basically, they occur right like just a couple seconds prior to totality. You can see the shadow of the eclipse in like leaves and up against the sides of buildings.
No, you're talking about something different.
Huh?
There's some, I can't remember what it is, but you can, during the eclipse, you can have like some sort of, or is it, I can't remember what it is, but there's some way you can get it where it shows the eclipse projected on the ground.
Oh.
But I can't remember how.
Cereal box
I can't
or something?
remember either.
I mean, I
It is
remember.
it's low grade stuff. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is.
Yeah, I remember you use like the cereal box for the reflection. Like you looked inside the cardboard for the cereal box, and you would see that eclipse.
Christian's just
type
showing
of-
off there with his glasses and all that.
Yeah, look.
Very
He
smug.
He looked absolutely goofy with them.
It's not nice.
Oh, damn, I made him leave. Sad.
That's not nice.
Didn't like that remark. He hated that remark so much he just disconnected.
There
Damn.
you go. Right. Yeah. Feel free to send in your comments and questions whilst we're on the air. If you've got anything you want to share with us right now, yeah, it'll ping us in the YouTube chat. I just want to make sure that these satellite images are updating on their own, because I'm not sure they are. I can't tell whether that updated anything or not. I'll just keep updating them manually though, just so that we know that we are absolutely up to date on that satellite imagery, which we are now. We can't see it in any of the oh yes, you can actually see it on that bottom one now. Hold on a minute. If I turn my camera off there, and there it is, you can see it starting to appear on that viewpoint, which is over the Central Pacific there. So that's a proper view there of the eclipse starting to show up. I'll put my camera right at the top left then now. Not that anyone really needs to see me, but just to give like a face to a voice and all that. But let's go back to the other viewpoint that we've got. I say that in inverted commas because it's not really a real viewpoint. It's our simulation of what it's looking like right now from our simulated flight. And if I just check where are we on here, and it will say that we are currently over Torreon, which is the second major place in Mexico that will get the eclipse. So we're sort of following along as the eclipse goes by. The flight will probably be over Texas when the maximum eclipse happens, so that's something else that we can look at whilst we're not doing anything else Okay, Crowley, I think you've got what I was talking about. A pinhole in stiff paper held over a sheet will show the shape of the eclipse. It's something like that, yes.
Yeah, you could also do it with like a paper plate as well.
Yes, a paper plate. Definitely. So you can make that inference even when you're not looking up. And like I said much earlier, Justin, in my experience, you really don't notice much different until it gets to at least 95%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
see what.
51 minutes until Mazatlan receives the eclipse. Let's see if we can check in with the one of the webcams in Mazatlan right now and see what things are looking like there. Probably not much to talk about at that location, but at least at the moment, because this just comes on very quickly. I've just got to find the right button, and it's this one. There it is, the live view from Mazatlan right now. Looking out towards, I think, a westerly direction. I don't recall whether you can see the eclipse coming on the horizon, can you?
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think so, not really. But you've got a nice view there, looking out in Mazatlan. This will be the first place of substantial population to see the total eclipse today. There's an outside chance that some individuals may have already seen the eclipse on some of those Pacific Ocean islands, and possibly if there is anyone stationed on Isla Sirocco. I think it's Sirocco. I always get mixed up with that place name, which is a small, I think, a military island well off the coast of Mexico out in the Pacific. That will be the first proper place to get totality, followed by Mazatlan, which is in 50 minutes.
Yeah, and actually, partial eclipse here starts in 48 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And actually, that reminds me, I'm going to actually get ready to go, so
Yeah,
I will
no
meet
problem.
you guys along the river in about an hour.
Cool, excellent.
I will be right back.
Well, you won't be right back. Anyways. And we'll throw it back to now some more viewpoints from recent solar eclipses that occurred, mostly from the 2017 eclipse, how it looked on a few viewpoints. And there was another fascinating event as well. So the event is trundling on and getting closer and closer. 49 minutes from Mazatlan. I think it said 51 minutes there from Torreon. And from somewhere like Dallas, 1 hour and 22 minutes. Little Rock, 1 hour 33 in Arkansas. Looking at Indianapolis, 1 hour 47. Dayton, Ohio, 1 hour 51. Cleveland, 1:55. Erie, Pennsylvania, 1 hour 57. And then shortly after that, it gets to Buffalo, 1:59. Niagara Falls, exactly the same second as Buffalo. I mean, they're quite close together, but still, that's uncanny. Rochester, 2 hours 1. We were talking about how the weather might not be turning favourable there. Watertown, 2 hours 3. So we are getting closer and closer to the eclipse is landfall, as it were, over the North American continent. Let's see if we've got any more comments and questions that have come in. I'll try and see some ones that don't have tags. Joan there, I just caught your message because there's loads of emojis in it. Hello from the UK, what a special time to watch this amazing solar eclipse event. They are, I mean, I know a lot of people are spiritual about the solar eclipses. I don't really subscribe to that, but they're certainly interesting to watch. Christian.
Yes, hello. I've sort of made a little bit of a contraption device on my phone where
You've done what?
If you look at
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me just try and get. I've lost you. There you are.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've sort of we got like several pairs of the big glasses, so I've sort of broken it in half, put it on the top of my phone camera. But trust me, it does work. he says.
Are you
But,
sure?
well, it won't work on this camera because it's Discord being Discord, but I can take photos.
Christian. Okay, I just saw a bit of the sun there. Actually, you might have a chance.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's my view from my phone camera.
Can you zoom in?
Unfortunately, not with Discord. Like I said, that's Discord
I
being
see.
Discord.
I see.
I really wish they would have that as a feature. But hey, at least I could capture works.
All right, we got someone spamming a message here. Is the solar eclipse coming to Burnley in the UK?
Where is?
No, it's
No.
certainly
Well,
not.
there was an article by a news corporation, a British news corporation, saying like there's like parts of Western UK might see it, but that's like 5 minutes before sunset.
No, I mean it's just dumb.
Other than that, no, you won't
Look,
be able to see it.
I don't live too far from Burnley. If we get an I keep saying earthquake, eclipse here, then I'll know about it. But at the moment, it's already getting dark because of cloud cover. I'm afraid.
Right, anyways, I'm going to switch the camera. He says, oh, it doesn't work. There we go. Yeah, so everyone, like, look at this. Everyone is out and about.
Well,
right
of
now.
course, it's
Here
a
in-
festival atmosphere,
here in-
and
Perfect. I'm not sure exactly the location I am, aside from downtown around it.
what? We've got an ice cream
well-
truck here, by the way. If that's what you're wondering about.
We've got what looks like an ice cream truck. We've got a bouncy castle.
Yes.
A bunch of the public library is got gazebos out here for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a few fire trucks. There's several gazebos out here.
I don't know why you're surprised.
Well, I'm kind of not. I wasn't expecting a bouncy castle, but everything else, yeah, I was. I mean, obviously you've got your first aid station, which is a requirement.
Now I know that Ethan was telling us about he's at work actually today, but they're giving them all a 15-minute break. Is everyone working there, or have they like?
Is that why Ethan's not here?
Yeah, that's why Ethan's not here.
Ah, damn. Has to work during the eclipse. That's not good.
Yeah. So but he's been given, everyone will be able to watch the eclipse from Ethan's place. And actually, just want to show you once again, there's the view from Indianapolis there on the bottom right hand side, showing a fair bit of cloud cover. I just saw that Ethan actually posted in the chat saying phenomenal cloud cover in Indiana. Is that phenomenally good or phenomenally bad? I don't understand, Ethan. It looks pretty sunny on your on his webcam.
Well, I'm guessing what he means by phenomenal cloud cover. Yeah, that could go either way. Like it's like there's none at all, or it's completely overcast.
There's high cloud over his place, so you can see it. You can see it,
Yeah,
but the sun is out.
I sort of ripped my quick glasses on. We just to put it on the phone. We've got like 10 pairs, so it's fine. So I didn't have my hand, so I have to put my hand up. It looks fairly low cloud cover here, so it's partly cloudy. There's patches of blue sky.
Yep.
It's unfortunate the weather turned out the way it did today, at least
Why?
in this location. Well, because of the event.
Well, it's
As
not.
of now,
That's fair, but it does appear to be clearing for you compared to what you were showing us earlier.
not at the moment. But, hopefully, I mean, it's clearing over that way.
Clearing over that way, yeah.
But
Well, that's the
the
thing.
sun's
We were
over there.
looking at satellite earlier, and it was looking like areas south of the totality line might struggle.
Yeah, I'm sort of east. Either way, I mean, actually, over in my location, first contact would have started 4 minutes ago. So,
Yeah.
Michael. Hello, I need a new pair of glasses.
All right, Christian, get yourself sorted out. Do you want me to come back to you, or?
You can if you want. I mean, the sun's coming out of the clouds now.
Oh, there you
so
go. The
I
sun's
might-
coming out.
So I might be able to have a quick look myself.
Yes. Christian, this isn't exactly the most flattering view of you. Nor is that, if I'm being honest.
But yeah, see if I can get this working.
Go
Unfortunately,
on,
the sun's
see what
going
you
back
can.
behind.
Yep,
back
it's going back
behind.
behind the cloud. All right, yep.
I'll tell you one thing. We locked out the day, so you can. I mean, you can take that.
All right, we'll figure it out, Christian. It will get closer.
But yeah, as I say, in my location, first contact started 5 minutes ago. So
Okay.
the moon is now taking bites out of the sun.
It is the moon. You said the Earth, right? The moon is taking bites out of the sun. But there is, once again, our simulation right now, flying high over northeastern and northern Mexico. You got a bit too much noise there, Christian, if you don't mind. And you can see that the sun is getting a bit of a squished shape, like that's sort of what you would see. Northeastern top right edge of it getting a bit compressed there. That's what the view ought to look like there from the sky. And if we zoom out, where exactly are we? Well, we are over a lot of ground right now. This is northern Mexico, and simulating cloud coverage as well, by the way. Quite a bit of cloud in that area, partly cloudy skies. Let's just find out exactly where we are here. We are over... we're actually... Oh, we're not far from Eagle Pass now. Not far from Eagle Pass, Texas. And that is one location that we'll be getting the total eclipse in... how long on there? I think it was just about an hour's time, or maybe a little bit more than that. So we are getting rather close to the eclipse reaching land. That will be occurring at 7 minutes past the next hour. And if you look carefully on the satellite images here, the top two, it is starting to get just slightly darker on even that top right image there, but especially that top left image. But I think that's a little bit enhanced. Let me just double check that they're up to date, especially that bottom one, because I don't think that is updating automatically. Let's see if we got some new pictures there. And oh, you look at that. So there it is from a satellite perspective, and I can go and show you another satellite perspective. Give you an idea of just how this is transpiring right now. Obviously, there's no real forecasting involved in this. It's pretty set in stone. We've known about solar eclipse paths and trajectories for over 100 years, probably longer. There it is right now. That is totality over some of these areas. It's pretty much open water in the Pacific Ocean, right across the equator right now. And this is over very short time zones. That's a 10-minute gap there. That's 10 minutes rocking to and fro from those pictures. So it is a rapid occurrence. And I'm just going to go off there, and I just want to check. I'm just going to have a look on my other screen here whether there's any other mesoscale views of it right now. I think there is. Hold on a minute. Oh, they are. Okay. Let me go and get this, actually. What is going on with that image? That's pretty weird. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's replace the top left image with one that I think people will appreciate more. Here's a live rapid scan floater of the eclipse crossing over the Pacific Ocean. I'll shuffle my webcam down to the bottom again so you can get a proper good look at that. So that's the top left-hand side there from the GOES 16 satellite, showing the eclipse, literally the moon's shadow crossing over all of those clouds and the earth and water, the oceans, and getting closer and closer to Mexico. This is Force 13 Live. If you've got any comments or questions for us, please send them in. We are here for the duration of the eclipse, which will be going on until about... Trying to think again here. We're here for another 3.5 hours, if that helps. And then at the back end of this, there could be some severe weather concerns across northern Texas, with a broad enhanced risk, in effect, for... a significant area of Texas. So once again, these are our viewpoints right now. We've got plenty others that we will be showing you once the eclipse really starts up. We're still waiting for for any populated locations to get the totality, but it is drawing ever closer. You're starting to see those colors change on the top right image as well as it gets closer to Mexico. So even though it's still quite far away, it definitely has a brightness impact, but it's very subtle if you're standing down there, and you only really notice it when it gets above 90% totality. Just for reference, let's see if we can take another look once again at the view from Mazatlan right now. Well, there was the full view of it. I want it in the small window. There it is. And that is live in Mazatlan right now, 11:30 a.m. Still looking pretty bright. Lots of people on the beach standing around waiting for you know what. And a calm and lovely day there. They've got quite a bit of high cloud. You can clearly see that. Some cirrus. It doesn't look like they've got any low cloud. Hard to tell just how high those clouds are. But a decent day in Mazatlan.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, can I just break in with an update? We are down here in downtown Rowlett, just seeing the first signs of first contact. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera. Yes, well, I am being a news reporter now.
We see a little bit.
See a little bit. It's trying to retreat behind clouds right now. But again, this is from like naked eye kind of perspective with us. So we're just about seeing first contact signs. Even though first contact started roughly about 11 minutes ago.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. It's coming out now. I'm looking at this myself with the quick glasses, so I can't keep an eye on two things at once.
Yep.
There we go. So yeah, that's what we're seeing right now east of Dallas, downtown Rowlett. It's, again, one of the first eclipses I've seen in 3 years. The first ever total one, weather pending. I'm actually getting quite nervous. Well, I've never seen this before. It'll be very even though with the cloud cover, we'll still know when it's total.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Well, yes, but like, I don't know. I get nervous with like the most mundane things. You should know that by now. You've known me since 2020.
Okay.
But yeah. So once again, oh my gosh, it's falling off. There we go. So again, first, I mean, we're talking to someone here. Someone's from Kazakhstan came all the way out here to see this.
No way.
So again, we're getting quite a lot of nationalities here.
Yeah, and in the stream as well. We have plenty of people joining in on the discussions there. Nice to have you on board, by the way. Grenadines Des says, when will the partial eclipse start for me in Ohio? Now, I've not been keeping track of the partial eclipse, but it can't be that far behind Christian, so I imagine yours will be starting in about, if Christian was 11 minutes ago, maybe give it 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, 13 minutes ago right now, because our first contacts here started around 12:20. It's now 12:33.
Give it about 15 minutes, if you're there. 34 minutes until the total eclipse in Mazatlan, everyone. So we're getting closer here. And let's go back to the simulation view again, showing that the eclipse is taking hold. And this is somewhere along the border between the US and Mexico now, above on our simulated flight through the eclipse. Once again, the top left-hand panel is showing live imagery of the eclipse rapidly moving across the eastern Pacific Ocean, and the darkness slowly becoming more apparent on that natural color imagery on the top right-hand side there as the eclipse draws near. We've got plenty of webcams when the event actually occurs, and we will be here. Start your message with Force 13 all in text if you've got comments or questions for us that we'll take live on the air. But in the meantime, we're just still a lot of people are waiting.
and I just want to break in. Totality around my area in Dallas. If I recall correctly, it's about 20 to 2. Hello, dog. So we've still got a while to wait yet. We've got about just over an hour. So again, we're looking forward to this for quite some time now.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Austin, 1 hour warning for you right now. 32 minutes for Mazatlan, 58 minutes in San Antonio, and just waiting for it to show the next slide for Christian. You are at, for Dallas, 1 hour and 5 minutes. And Little Rock, 1 hour 15. Selecting a few of those locations from our left-hand panel. Indianapolis there, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And we can show you live Indianapolis cam from Ethan, who isn't here. He's working, believe it or not, but he has been kind enough to set up a camera to show what happens at his place. Buffalo, 1 hour and 42 minutes. We'll be hearing from Justin when we get closer to the time from his perspective. All of those locations there, and once it begins, as we just saw, it goes by pretty quickly. Only about an hour and a half from its first landfall in Mazatlan until it leaves the United States and enters Atlantic Canada. Admittedly, I haven't been looking at Canada so much, but don't blame me, blame NASA, because they completely ignored Canada on their tracker. But they included Mexico, but they ignored Canada. I don't That's strange. But there we go. Let's see if we can update that top left-hand view. I don't know if it's updating on its own. So let's just double check. And either way, this is up to date. The eclipse sweeping right across that area. That black zone, obviously, that's where the totality is. And you see just how quickly it moves along there. Hurricane Altony Bronze says, is Oklahoma in the path of totality? I am not sure if any of I'm sure some of Oklahoma is, the far southeastern part. Just double check here. Yes. A very small part of Oklahoma is under the totality. And let me just try and find out exactly who. So Broken Bow, Idabel, westward as far as Bennington, places like Antlers, Clayton right on the edge of it, Tuskahoma, mainly small places, all in that eclipse zone. Basically the very southeastern corner of Oklahoma. And here once again is the view from our live simulated flight into the eclipse right now as the event draws ever closer. 28 minutes now for Mazatlan, so it really is getting close now. We'll keep an eye on that camera as well as a bunch of other things. Okay, let's see if we can load back up that camera from Mazatlan right now at 11:38 a.m. And this, when it shows up, is how it looks. That's Mazatlan, the first place that we'll see totality out of any really populated locations. It's hard to tell exactly what we're looking at on there, whether it just looks a bit darker on that right hand side. I don't know if that's related to the eclipse or whether it's just, you know, the camera or a trick, but eventually it will become obvious in this location. So I'll get rid of the bottom left hand panel now, and I'll put that webcam there, that live webcam, and we'll leave that running. I don't know where I'm going to put me, but I'll just put that somewhere in a minute. But let's throw that over there, giving us a few little viewpoints now of everything that's going on as we're getting closer and closer to the main point of the eclipse beginning. I'll put myself... I've been everywhere. I'll put myself at the top right then. Once again, this is live. The solar eclipse is well and truly on its way in a matter of minutes at this point, we can say. 27, if you want to be precise. And again, the main viewpoint we're looking at there is Mazatl&. There's actually 2 cameras there that we're looking at, and I'll show you a bunch there in a moment as well. Just going to turn that off for a moment whilst I just check what the other camera's showing. That's really loud. Sorry about that. So loud was the answer. I'm just checking yet another camera, and that's showing not a huge amount right now. So we'll stick with the original one that we were looking at, and we'll stick that back up. Somewhere. There. So the eclipse continues to draw closer to Mexico, getting very close now, ticking down the thousands of miles. It's a very quick process, as we've been alluding to. 25 minutes and 50 seconds until it occurs in Mazatl&. And once again for Christian, it will be 58 minutes until it arrives in the Dallas area. And once again on our simulation there, that's showing the view over Texas right now, somewhere in Texas, looking towards the solar eclipse, which is already partly underway. If you look carefully, I don't know if you'll see it properly, but the sun is becoming a bit of a crescent now on this viewpoint.
Hello, once again, we're seeing... Oh, before it decreased we are seeing more and more of the sun disappearing behind the moon. It's trying to come out. I mean, once again, trying to keep an eye on 2 things at once here. It's getting quite tough.
This is wild, Christian.
This is very wild. I was not expecting my experience to be cloud cover backlit. But yeah, so once again, we are in downtown Rowlett.
And what's the mood there, Christian? Are they all excited? Are they a bit worried about the weather?
I'm going to say positively electric.
Electric?
Yeah. Everyone's in high spirits. There is a massive turnout here. Like, I just can't get a good view of everyone.
Fairly big.
You got, like, your bouncy castle for kids, your ice cream vans.
I don't know how big Rowlett is.
It's a small town east of Dallas, like northeast rather, I should say.
Yeah.
Which is slightly closer to the path of Totality than downtown Dallas is.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure downtown Dallas is experiencing the same kind of cloudy conditions that we're experiencing here. Yesterday, because I landed here yesterday, coming out of the airport, like people going into the Dallas CBD, it was very busy. And also you've got your hotels in the middle of, say, Fort Worth and Lovefield.
They call it downtown over there, not CBD, Christian.
Well, downtown CBD, same thing. Once again, battling...
Christian's learning to be American, everyone.
Yeah, learning to be American. But yeah, so everyone here is... I mean, as it gets closer and closer to Totality, everyone's getting slightly more concerned. I mean, we are getting breaks of the sun peeking out from the clouds, like now, for example. then it just sort of goes back behind the cloud. So we can only get like small peaks at a time from here.
Sure.
And once again, so we're about 24 minutes into the eclipse, 25 now actually. Totality is about 55 minutes away.
Yeah, that's about right. As those parade of clocks on the left-hand side continue to tick down to totality. 1 hour 32 for Buffalo, New York, where Justin is. And in Mazatl&, once again, the first place we're looking, it's going to be in 22 minutes.
22 minutes from now, guys.
Yep, just less than that now. Got to turn this capture off for a minute so I can just check the YouTube comments in case anyone sent us any messages, any nice messages or otherwise. Jason Bewley, thanks for your comment and appreciate your support during our coverage today. You can see it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You sure can. Apart from that, we don't have a huge amount of other comments at this point, but thank you for that. If you do want to send us a message, you can send us. You can put it through the comments section on YouTube. Start your message with Force 13 all in text, and that will light things up for me. Should I go outside with my Eclipse glasses? I mean, yeah, do what you want. I mean, if it's sunny, bring your Eclipse glasses. Christian, stop that. And there he is. No. Right, that's punishment then. I'm going back to the other view. There's the simulated view of the eclipse from above Texas right now, with the extent of totality continuing to increase. And if you look carefully now on that top image, top left, pardon me, you can see those little tiny outlines on those latest frames. Those are the islands that are off Mexico that will be seeing the eclipse before anyone else. If anyone does live there, I don't think anyone lives there, but I think there's military presence there. Isla Sirocco, I think it's called. They're about to see the total eclipse very shortly, and it won't be very long after that until it arrives in Mazatl&.
Oh, we've got a great view of the sun right now. It looks about 10-20% covered. I'm not sure how well you're seeing it on camera.
Yeah.
But once again, this is the clearest view we've had all day of it.
Tell you what, I'm going to crop your display so that we can get a closer look at it, possibly by blowing up your image. So just hold on a minute. I'm going to try and get that. That's a bit too much.
It's got to be quick. It's going behind clouds.
Well, it'll come back again, won't it?
Hey, do you want your cupcake?
In a bit, yeah.
In a bit, quick stuff.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
I'll be there next time.
Yeah.
So that gives you, oh, there's Christian. That's really big Christian face now. Let's, oh my goodness. Let's go back before we get before we get in trouble. View from our simulated flight through the eclipse as well. There it is. So we'll be switching between the two. When Christian's showing his sun goggles, then we'll switch to that every so often as this event draws nearer. But once again, that's the view right now over Texas, simulated view that is, of the eclipse currently underway. It certainly looks like it's slowly getting darker over there on the Mazatl& camera as well. Obviously we expect that, and they will get the full eclipse fairly soon. And we are now talking not very long, 17 minutes, 18 minutes until the full eclipse occurs over Mazatl&, Mexico, followed very quickly by Torreon, 10 minutes later, Eagle Pass, another 10 minutes after that. Del Rio, another 1 minute. Uvalde, another 1 minute. Kerrville, 3 minutes after that. San Antonio, 44 minutes away from now. Austin, 46. Killeen, 46. Waco, 47. Dallas, 50. Tyler, 53. Texarkana, 56. Little Rock, 1 hour 1. Jonesboro, 1 hour 5. Cape Girardeau, 1 hour 8. Evansville 112, Terre Haute 114, Bloomington 114, Indianapolis 115, Dayton 119, Mansfield 122, Cleveland 123, and Erie 125. And in Buffalo it's 1 hour 27 minutes till the eclipse. Niagara Falls the same. Rochester 129, Watertown 131, Syracuse 132, Burlington 135, Millinocket 140, and Holton 141. Those are all the locations that will be getting Totality in the next 1 hour 41 minutes. We'll keep that camera on Mazatlan as we continue to watch this event unfold. I'm still watching that floater closely on the top left there as that eclipse gets ever closer. Back to the camera at Indianapolis. Well, I've pitched that a little bit low now, but you would see the cloud cover. There's certainly a fair bit of cirrus in Indianapolis right now. And a few plane tracks as well by the looks of things. Meanwhile, in Mazatlan, there is some high cloud there too. There's a lot of noise, Christian, I'm sorry. And Christian's now showing us another view here. Once again, that is right now.
Where does Totality first like, what time is Totality in, like, I don't know, Mexico, for example?
Mazatlan. Nathan, what time
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yep. 15 minutes.
And that's in Mazatlan. So what? That's not now though, is it? 18. Well, that's UTC. 12:15 Central Standard. It's Central Daylight.
Christian, you okay?
My brother's talking to me.
So yeah,
14:40.
All right.
Go ahead, hold on.
I've just got to turn this off again for a minute whilst I take some more comments if there are any. Pardon me. Start your message with Force 13 all in text. And we did have one or two. Do we think the Atlantic will have a Category 5 this year? It's going to be a big year, so God knows. Could well do. And Antoine says there are meteorologists viewing the eclipse south of Dayton, Ohio. Almost time for the partial eclipse to start there. Yep, that is right. Will it be visible in the UK? Dream on, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm here too, so it's just as much. And when is the next eclipse in the USA? Justin was talking about it earlier. I think he was saying it was 2044 and 2045. So quite a long time.
You'll probably catch me for the eclipse in Sydney, Australia in 2028.
Really? We're continuing to watch it here on on our simulation as well. And really not very long to go now until the main event begins. So we're sort of just passing time for a minute here. I don't know when or what else we can really talk about for this short period before we really get things going. What I am trying to do though is to see if I can get some of my other pages ready so that we could possibly show you a full view of some of these cameras, but I'm not sure I can. But anyways, you'll get everything here as it happens, and you can really see on that top right view now that it's getting darker over there in Mexico, and you can see it again on that viewpoint on the bottom left as well. Noticeably darker than it was earlier, just looks washed out really, and that will continue to increase over the next 12 minutes up to the eclipse. There's lots of people out there over there on the beach in Mazatlan, of course I don't blame them. So that is on its way very shortly. The eclipse is just passing Isla Sirocco off the coast of Mexico, and I think they're called the Via Legado Islands or something like that. Moving up towards Mazatlan very shortly, and then through the provinces of central and northern Mexico into Texas, close to Eagle Pass and Del Rio. We've got cameras there in both places, and we've also got the view at San Antonio, and we also have a viewpoint. Of course, we've got Christian, and yeah, I think that's all we've got in Texas at the moment. But I'll be looking for more. Christian, you're showing it us again right now.
Yes, we've got a very big blue sky patch right now. It's about 20-25%.
Yeah.
Totality in how long from here? 1340. It's 1256 now. This is my first reaction as well. I could just be going, oh wow, pretty much all day. Every time it comes, it peeks out from the cloud.
Oh my goodness.
Have I done what?
What?
Tape like that. My brother's speaking to me. He's wanting to know how I managed to get this view. How I got the flat thing, probably put glasses over the camera.
Yep.
Quite simple, really. I've also just got to watch where I stand as well, because I'm quite near to the road. Alex, you don't want me tripping over or making nice before.
Goodness me, Christian.
Yeah, I know. I can't exactly see what I'm showing you. I've got my glasses over my eyes as well.
Oh, you've got a decent view. Decent view.
There we go. But yeah, it's about 12, I'd say again, 20-25%. It's forming a nice crescent now.
Yeah.
And this is the view from downtown Raleigh, just northeast of Dallas in Texas.
And on our left-hand camera, that's the live view from Mazatlan, Mexico right now on the beach, showing it's really losing a lot of its light and colour. It's getting quite dark there, sort of. Everything just looks washed out when the solar eclipse comes in. And once again, there's our viewpoint from our flight simulation over Texas. The eclipse ongoing. Just find out where we are on there as well. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, our simulated flight has just passed over Dallas. So that's pretty much the view that Christian had there if you were struggling to see his camera.
Yeah, it's not a great view, but what I'm getting from my face, I can't zoom in. I can see properly, yes, but just cover the lens with your camera, with your phone. Not that, your finger.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Well, there it is on the viewpoint there. Really is a crescent. Unfortunately, on this simulation, it doesn't map out the cloud brightness. You know, the ground brightness. That's just completely unrealistic. But let's replace those our bottom right hand side with a few more views from other recent eclipses. And this is how it looked in the last few years when we saw other eclipses in 2017 and 2023 and other eclipses around the world as well. So you can see that trail going by there. As of right now, though, we are just minutes away from the totality in Mexico. The view there, bottom left-hand side, is the view from Mazatlan, which we were counting down very quickly towards 0 now. We can do it in minutes and seconds. And in Mazatlan, once it comes up on the screen again there on our next slide, we are now, wait for it, 7 minutes and 29, 28, 27 seconds away from Totality in Mazatlan, 16 minutes 46 in Torreon, 27 minutes 22 in Eagle Pass, 28:20 in Del Rio. Now, some of those viewpoints there are what the solar eclipse will look like if you're wearing those glasses, or if you're using a solar filter or anything like that. Although they look professional grade on those pictures. And when the eclipse happens, we'll of course be right down on the ground with Christian in Dallas. And later on, we'll also have the view from Ethan's house in Indianapolis. And we'll hear from Justin, who is in Buffalo, New York. We are at Eclipse Hour. It has just reached 6 p.m. UTC, which is midday Mexico time, Mazatlan time. 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, and this, for most of us, is the Eclipse Hour. Totality following in just 6 minutes now in Mazatlan. On that screen on the bottom left-hand side, you will see it occur. But it'll be a little bit later until we actually have someone on the ground looking up. That'll be Christian. In how long? I actually forgot when Christian enters the total eclipse. It must only be about 30 minutes. 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes for Christian. And once again, today's eclipse pictured on that bottom right hand there. That shows you where the eclipse will be traveling through over the next 2 hours. But most of those population centers will see it in this hour as it is now. 5 minutes left for Mazatlan, 31 minutes for San Antonio, 38 minutes for Dallas, 48 minutes for Little Rock.
38 minutes for Dallas, everyone.
Christian, goodness me. And
well, I have to let everyone know, don't I? I don't know how well
1 hour 3 minutes in Indianapolis. Let's go back to Christian's camera right now.
Yeah, so we're about 30% covered. I've been told that apparently when Totality hits, the streetlights are going to come on. So when that happens, I will show you. Oh, it's getting brighter out here. So sun's coming out from the cloud.
I didn't really catch anything you just said, but okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, so like I said, we're about 30% covered. Sun is coming out from the clouds right now, so we're getting great views of this solar eclipse. We're getting great views of the present sun. Before the clouds goes by and Macarena's playing in the background. Sorry about that.
Yep.
But so far, we're getting frequent lucky breaks. So hopefully, we'll be able to see Totality.
Well, you've got a good shot at it. You got, what, 3 minutes of Totality?
3 minutes? Oh, okay.
Is it something like that?
Good.
Or is it 2 minutes? I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Dallas is one of the... It was either like 3 or 4, so it's probably 3.
Okay.
Once again, I'm not... So, how long until Totality for Dallas again?
37 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
36.
We're all working together here.
And it's gone.
And 1 hour 27 for Holton, which is the last place in the US that will see Totality. That's how quick this event will be.
Yeah.
We're still looking at that camera in Mexico there. It's gotten brighter. What's happened? I'm confused now. It's not jumped back in time, has it? It's still got the right timestamp on there.
Probably adjusting for exposure.
Yeah, I hope so.
How long until Mazatlan?
Only 3 minutes.
3 minutes until Mazatlan. Okay, no, that's... We're getting photos taken of us right now. So I'm gonna...
You're what? Photos? Christian's like a celebrity over there. Alright everyone, very close to Mazatlan, the first place to see this total solar eclipse today, and after that it will be a train of other locations that will start to see the eclipse. 10 minutes later it will be Torreon, another city in Mexico. 10 minutes later it will be Eagle Pass in Texas. We have webcams at Eagle Pass, Del Rio, San Antonio, and Christian's view from Dallas. You can start to hear a hubbub going on that camera. A lot of people getting excited, obviously. Let's see if we can turn that up. Oh, we can't. It was already on max. But the eclipse should be starting there in just a minute or two. And it still shows quite sunny there. And once again, this happens quite quickly. That's what you'll notice with these. Especially when it's moving along, the shadow is crossing the earth at, I don't know, 1,000 or 2 miles an hour or more. And really you only properly notice it when the totality gets to beyond 90-95%. Now that will be happening any minute now in Mazatlan, as we'll see on that camera, which is it's got a little bit of a lag on it. It's about 30 seconds back, so we'll have a slight delay there, but we will still see it hopefully in all of its glory in our first location to see the totality. And this is now coming up upon us very quickly. Only a minute or two away here until we see Mazatlan, Mexico, reach totality. This is Force 13 Live. Thanks for joining our coverage today. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us. And it's our first solar eclipse coverage since the August 2017 event. Now, watch that screen on the left-hand side now as it pops up again, because you'll see that countdown will be very low now. I'm sure it'll be very... There it is, 16 seconds until totality in Mazatlan. Let's blow up the picture and take a look at how things are going there. It's about a 30-second delay, but you can start to see the horizon color is changing there in the background. And definitely on the right-hand side, it looks more like a dusk scene there. The eclipse is about to reach this location in just a matter of seconds, and watch how quickly it changes. Mazatlan, Mexico, right now.
Yeah, so I'm telling people over here that I'm over from England. I'm getting gobsmacked expressions back. It's actually quite hilarious. But hopefully Mazatlan enjoys their few minutes of totality.
And it looks like a sunset scene. There it is. And it will continue for a little bit here. I imagine it will get darker still on this view. But they are now in the totality, and you can see a lot of people, they've all got lights showing. I don't know what they're doing with those lights. I suppose they're doing it for photo opportunities, I guess. But that's how it's looking right now. That's the totality live in Mazatlan, Mexico, on the Pacific coast, and it will arrive on US soil in less than 20 minutes. Well, it looks like they're having a good time down there. Pardon me, I haven't had a drink the whole stream. So, beautiful view there from Mazatlan during the total solar eclipse. Sadly, we can't be looking up at it on this camera, but Christian will hopefully fill us in 31 minutes it is for Dallas. and we'll be able to see it from his point of view. Remarkably quiet on that camera, though. I thought people would be going, way, making loads of noise, but it seems quite quiet, actually. Beautiful, though. Beautiful scenes. So, we have seen our first significant populated center tick down to 0 on our Eclipse countdown. There it is. 0, 0, 0 for Mazatlan. And it's 6 minutes and 30 seconds for Torreon, which is the next city in Mexico, on its way to Eagle Pass, Texas, in 17 minutes. We've got a camera there. We've got a camera in Del Rio. We can take a look at the eclipse from the ground there as well. Those cameras will have a little bit more of a ground level view, so we'll see a little bit more of the sky. You still won't see the sun, unfortunately, but we're sort of like teasing people in here towards Christian's actual view, which we'll see in 30 minutes.
I've been taking photos. Do you want me to send them across on the live output channel, and then you can broadcast them on screen if you want?
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that? Great.
You want to send what?
I've taken a bunch of images of the partially eclipsed sun. Do you want me to put them in a live output channel, and can you broadcast them on screen? Is that possible?
Yeah, I should be able to.
All right, I'll get underway doing that now.
Please. I'll show those in a moment. Still totality over Mazatlan right now, and that will end fairly soon. Looking brighter on that right-hand side horizon, so it looks like it might be coming to an end fairly shortly. I mean, yeah, it definitely will be, because it's been 3 minutes. So,
Nathan, the photos are in the live output channel, ready for broadcast.
And you'll probably hear a few exclamation points from people here as well. I'll show them in a minute, Christian, once this totality is past Mazatlan. But any minute now, the sun will come back out there, and you'll probably hear a few oohs and ahs as it starts to appear again. But once again, that's the live view of Mazatlan, which has just had 3 minutes of darkness. This is Force 13 Live, Solar Eclipse Day Live. Hi, Justin.
Hello. I'm down here along... Actually, it would actually help if I turn my camera on. Give me a moment.
Well,
down here along the Niagara River right now, and as you can probably tell, there's quite a lot of people down here right now.
We can't get to it just
At
yet.
least a minimum of 100 people.
I just want to show Christian's picture of the eclipse there first of all. There it is in Dallas right now. We're just trying to get this video backloaded again in Mazatlan. Looks like it's stopped. That's how it looks at 11:04. And there it is again, starting to get lighter again. The eclipse has just finished in Mazatlan.
Yeah, Nathan. First off, I apologize for the background noise because there's music playing and whatnot. But I don't know if you could probably tell, there are some breaks in the cloud cover starting to occur here.
Right,
Actually,
I'm getting to
look
you
over
now.
here, the sun's starting to peek through a little bit.
I'm getting to you now. Okay.
And as you can probably tell, the clouds are starting to break up a little bit. Hopefully it keeps us up for the next hour so we can actually see totality happen. It's going to be a bit, like I said earlier, it's going to be very close. Yeah. It's going to be a very close call.
There's the view from Ethan's place.
Justin, when you get a moment.
Huh?
Hello. Can you
Hello.
hear me? Hello. Yeah, so I've been posting pictures of my view. Do you want to take a look? And get your first your reactions. Hello.
Sure.
No, my phone.
I'm looking.
Alright, we're just leaving it with this camera angle right now. I'm just going to take a short minute away from the desk here again. I'll be back just in a moment, guys.
Okay, there's only 2 people.
Just me and well.
Hey, Christian, turn it around and let me see it. Turn your camera out so I can see it. It's kind of hard to see on a tiny phone screen. And I'm gonna actually attach my solar filter. Hang on.
I'm gonna take some photos. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Look, I don't even have to adjust the exposure. I could just get it. Look at that.
Crap.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, more photos coming your way, Nathan.
Why is this not? Why is it not covering my phone? Hang on.
Yeah. So yeah, Justin, do you know what I've done here?
And
What are you doing? Oh, sun's coming out. It's getting...
give me one. Man.
Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Wow. I mean, I can say, I can just, I can sort of feel it getting a bit colder here.
Yeah, we're near it. Only needed 25 more.
Hang on a moment.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I left my mic on there. This is Force 13 Live. We are still looking at this view of all of what's going on with this solar eclipse. The eclipse has just finished in Mazatl&aacute there on that camera, and people are still having a decent time. We'll have our next webcams from places like Eagle Pass and Del Rio in a short while. Christian.
Hello.
Did you want to say something?
No.
All right, we'll go to Justin's camera then. What's Justin showing us?
It's okay. Actually, yes, I do want to say something.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So I'm definitely noticing it's getting a lot windier.
There we go.
We're about like 40% covered right now. It's getting a lot windier. It's definitely getting darker.
Right.
And again, this might be about 40%.
Yeah.
So, oh, where's it? Someone's trying to get an enhanced view of the pitch by a plane.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I need to quickly. There's a plane somewhere like there. Someone's trying to get a heightened view of it, basically.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Well, they're going to have to get above the clouds.
They are going to have to get above the clouds first, yes, but they will probably achieve that very shortly.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
No point coming over there because the sun's eclipsed by cloud. It's going to be a while for it.
Here, I'm just setting up my camera equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin, have you put Eclipse filter glasses on top of your camera?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you have. You've stolen my idea.
It works really well. Actually,
I actually thought of that originally.
Nice view, Justin.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of photos taken of us. Again, having gobsmacked reactions of like, oh, where are you from? England. What are you doing over here?
Cover.
Yeah. Even though we have just come.
No, you're from Australia.
Yeah, well, we just come from Sydney to here. It's been a long sequence of flights these past few weeks.
Yeah.
But we may not get any more lucky breaks in two. Because when we look at that,
There's a lot of noise over there in the background.
yeah, but it's definitely getting windier. It's getting darker. I've been told the streetlights will come on when Totality hits in about 20 minutes, actually.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah.
Not long at all now.
Now on our bottom left-hand screen is a live view from Eagle Pass, Texas. That'll be the next place that we can view the eclipse from on the cameras that we have assembled here today. And I'm just
Cloud cover goes away.
Sorry?
Kind of hoping this cloud cover goes away before Totality happens.
And it does look like there's quite a bit of cloud cover there, yeah.
Yeah.
And at your place.
Yeah, unfortunately. We have the occasional break here and there, but that's about it, really.
And once again, there's our live simulation of what the eclipse is looking like from Texas right now. Wherever this plane is flying now, it might have gotten clear of Texas. Let's have a look. It is now, can't tell on that map, it's probably moved over Oh yeah, our plane's really getting going. It's over Arkansas right now, so it'll probably catch the eclipse when it reaches Indiana, maybe, or Illinois. But speaking of Indiana, there's the view again from Ethan's place right now. And I thought we lost it then, but it's looking very hazy there, Justin.
Right, I'm going to take a quick break from the live.
Yep.
We've got quite a bit of cloud cover in the way at the moment, so I'm not going to get any more lucky breaks anytime soon.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm going to go around, take some video of the whole event. Like, there's a lot of people here. So I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, of course. So, Justin, what do you think of the Ethan's viewpoint right now? It's looking very hazy.
Wait, what, Nathan? Sorry, I didn't get you. I wasn't near me.
Looking very hazy in Indianapolis.
I mean, if it's like a thinner haze, you could get away with seeing it, yeah.
Mr. Liban says, when is Detroit, Michigan going to see the eclipse? I traveled there and I haven't seen anything yet. It's not yet, so you're a bit early.
Yeah,
Well,
also isn't in the path of totality, by the way.
Indeed.
Well, on the other side of Detroit, also known as the of Windsor, Ontario, we can see the eclipse. I'm just sending it here.
Oh, Julia, come here. Look at the sun. Put your eclipse glasses on.
Send it over.
Nathan, the eclipse is starting to show signs of being visible here now, by the way.
Well done, Justin. Well done.
I have just sent it in. That image was as of 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time here on the other side of Detroit.
Okay.
You guys want to show that to the stream? Go ahead.
I will try and capture that in... you put it in output, I assume. So, okay. Those more views from Christian. Would you send your pictures? Did you send pictures?
Doesn't say the 1, 2. Oh no, yeah, it does.
Put them in the output room, please. That's where we can grab them. But there's some more pictures from Christian there earlier on of the eclipse in progress. There's a lot of people who need noise suppression in this call.
Am I one of them, by the way, Nathan?
Yeah, something's really going on at your... It just keeps scratching my ears.
I'll just mute for now, then.
I don't know, I mean, you're alright, but sometimes things appear in the background. It's just...
well, I mean, first off, I'm out of water. You have a bunch of seagulls. Second off,
is that what it is? That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out enable noise suppression. Give me a moment.
Cat Foley wants to know, when does this happen in Ireland? Probably towards the end of the century. Sorry, you will not see it in Ireland today. I'll put my camera back up. You can see the eclipse trawling across Mexico right now. Lots and lots of places in Mexico seeing this eclipse right now. Let's go back to the camera that we've got in Eagle Pass, Texas, right on the border. In fact, these cameras are from the bridge.
Alright, Nathan, I enabled noise suppression, so you shouldn't get blown out now.
Let's hope so. And we're still looking at your camera there as well. So what's your setup there? Are you looking through glasses?
I brought 3 pairs of Eclipse glasses. One for my phone to cover up my phone to get a better view of it. And an extra pair in case I need it, and a pair for myself.
The eclipse reached Torreon, by the way, and it is just a few minutes, 3 minutes away from the United States, from Eagle Pass, Texas, which is what we're looking at right now. I'm just going to turn it off for just a second whilst I rack up possibly another camera that we could show you from Del Rio. Although the weather isn't looking that hot there, I gotta say. The weather is not looking hot in Del Rio. It's looking cloudy. Very cloudy. Just give you a brief view here. That's Del Rio right now. Oh, sorry to say, I don't think you're going to get much of an eclipse view there, guys. And this is Eagle Pass, which doesn't look much better. But it does look, well, it does actually. There's a bit of clearing. You can see sort of a little bit of sun glint on that truck windshield. But I don't think we're going to see terribly much on these cameras. And after that, we'll be taking a look at San Antonio and to see what's going on there. They'll have their eclipse very soon afterwards as well. They all come thick and fast now, just 15 minutes until it gets to Dallas, indeed. And then just 40 minutes and it will be in Indianapolis. So making great progress across North America in these minutes. And that's why I said at the top of the hour, it is, for most of us, for a lot of us, Eclipse Hour. Although for quite a few further east, it will be next hour, like Justin.
Hey, Nathan, question for you, actually. What does the current satellite look like here in West York? I'm unable to check currently.
I'll try on this screen. Just a sec. Your place, you say?
Yeah.
Alright, so there is some cloud cover, and I am... Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. It is definitely going to be a close call. Behind the cloud, once it clears, though, there's some high-level cloud too, which might cause issues. I'm not sure, though.
Well, I mean, if it's a high thin cloud cover, we should be fine, hopefully.
Hello?
Yes.
It's gonna be cutting it right down to the wire.
We're getting another lucky break now.
Yes.
We are almost there. We're about 70-ish, just by eyeballing it done.
Yes.
It's a very, very thin sliver as far as I'm seeing behind my glasses. Wow. I mean, look at that. That is amazing.
Christian, we'd benefit much more if you could, by any chance, flip it landscape.
I'll try.
That's better.
But, there you go. I see we're getting an even luckier break now. So that's about 70-80% covered.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it. Wowee. That's impressive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Get in there, Christian.
Yeah, I'm getting a photo. So the camera's going to dip for a moment.
Okay.
Now is a very good time to take a photo. Let me just, whoops. Let me make sure it's landscape.
And it looks like the eclipse is now occurring in Eagle Pass, Texas. There's the viewpoint on the left-hand side, and it is getting noticeably darker now. Eagle Pass, Texas, right now on our bottom left-hand screen. Let's actually blow it up. Let's.
There we go.
And at the end of this, we'll show you some of Christian's things that he sent in.
I'm currently looking at the Totality path. I think you can actually experience, according to this, apparently you can see a little bit of the eclipse in Ireland if you're towards the coast of Galway.
No.
Like, it's going to be even later. It's going to be even later.
Anyway, Eagle Pass, Texas is under Totality right now. Totality in Eagle Pass, Texas on this webcam.
Eagle Pass, say again? Eagle Pass, Texas in Totality?
On this webcam.
So Eagle Pass, Texas, everyone, Totality now. As of now, we've got about 10 minutes from my location, downtown Rowlett, east of Dallas. I'm getting quite a bit of a neck strain at the moment. But,
You're getting a what?
This is neck strain.
Neck strain.
Yeah, because I'm looking up so much. Like, again, let me flip the landscape for you. There you go. How's that? Oh, it's beautiful.
There's a cloud.
Except when it goes behind cloud. Hang on. There you go.
Okay. Wow, yes. It's a crescent, all right.
It is a crescent, absolutely.
Once again, this is Eagle Pass, Texas right now, under the eclipse. And also Del Rio should be in it too. There it is. Look at the difference. Del Rio, it is nighttime. It is overcast as well, unfortunately for them. They are Del Rio, Texas, under the eclipse. That was how it... This is Eagle Pass again, how it looked earlier, and how it looks now. Eclipse ongoing in both of those locations. And very shortly, I imagine, we'll be taking a look at San Antonio. In the meantime, let's go back to Justin's screen whilst I try and patch us through to San Antonio.
Yeah, it's still overcast here currently. I am still noticing some larger breaks in the clouds to the west of here, though.
It's like a toenail.
What?
What?
It's like what?
Uvalde has just had the eclipse as well. Kerrville in 2 minutes. San Antonio 4 minutes.
If you want photos, I've got quite a fair few.
Oh, you're getting there, Christian. You're getting there.
Live view right now from San Antonio, where eclipse will occur in 4 minutes.
Well, it's just us two.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're like 90%, something like that.
So, once again, view from downtown Rowlett. It's you see, it's impacting my speech. I'm like shaking with excitement. From what we're seeing here, it looks like a toenail in the sky.
Oh, for goodness sake!
That's how close it is to totality right here, right now. We're 10 minutes away.
He just likened it to a toenail. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I can get it close. I can get it easily if you like, because it's visible from cloud. Again, I'm not sure how good that looks on camera, but my photos that I've been taking have been very good.
Yes, we have seen your photos. They're good. It looks like San Antonio is not going to get a good time here with this eclipse because it's pretty overcast. There once again, that's too small. Hold on. There's the full view once again from San Antonio.
We're about 90% of the way there.
And these people are all standing around. They don't look that happy, I'm afraid.
It's the time. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
So that is live in San Antonio, Texas right now, where the eclipse is just a couple minutes away, followed not too long now by a few other locations and Christian, which we'll be taking a look at shortly. There it is, Kerrville, 6 seconds. Eclipse about to begin. 2 minutes for San Antonio, 3 minutes 52 for Austin. Kerrville now in the eclipse.
What you do, are you zoomed all the way in? And
there's a view once again from Ethan's place there, where the eclipse is not too far away. And Justin there in Buffalo. It's not an eclipse there, it's just solar goggles.
Oh, we actually, Nathan, we actually, I don't know if you noticed it earlier, but we actually did have a short break in the cloud
wow,
cover.
look at that, that's amazing.
The event is definitely started here.
Right.
What I saw, we were about, I think, like 5% already.
Let's take a look at some of the pictures that have been put. What?
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Visibly darker.
Yes.
It's getting visibly darker around here. We're 7 minutes away. See if I can. Let me just get it quick. Without the eclipse glasses, it looks like that.
Yep.
So
as it would.
So if that patch of blue sky to the right there moves over there in about 10 minutes time, or 7 I should say.
San Antonio is getting dark.
The only
Nathan.
Yep.
The clouds are moving that way.
Yep.
Nathan.
Yep.
Now that we're about like 25-30% covered, we are starting to feel the effects of the eclipse as the temperature is slowly starting to drop.
Interesting. Getting dark now in San Antonio, and they are about to see the full eclipse here, or, well, I say see, but it's overcast by the looks of things there, so it's not looking like a great result for San Antonio.
Yeah, so again, over here in Dallas, the sun has gone completely behind cloud. It is getting visibly dark, the temperature is dropping, it's getting windy.
And that is now the eclipse in San Antonio.
Totality, San Antonio.
Yep, 1 minute 41 for Austin, 1 minute 56 for Killeen, 3 minutes 35 for Waco, 6 minutes 24 for Dallas.
6 minutes away, guys. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, okay. Switch camera, please. Come on. If I move that out of the way, You can sort of see it behind the cloud. But since totality is so close, we've got all that to move out the way because the clouds are actually moving that way. It's not looking good.
Not looking good?
Well, again, judging by cloud cover, although it's getting quite. Yeah. See, I'm really nervous. I've never seen this before. It's getting brighter, I can say that. It's also getting darker at the same time.
What?
I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But it's getting brighter as in the clouds, but it's getting darker as in the eclipse.
Christian, what are you?
Yes, I know. I don't make sense half the damn time. You see, I can't even speak properly. Not making.
Oh my god.
5 minutes now.
Well, it's 5 minutes now, but we've got 3 minutes in totality, so I can sort of do half and half.
I was going to say a few minutes.
Okay, but your camera is not great.
That's the 5-minute warning for Dallas right now. 5 minutes.
5 minutes from Dallas. Which is well. Oh, I'm getting a nice little lens flare.
Lens flare.
Lens, like a little crescent moon lens flare.
Yep.
Right. The cloud is breaking. That is a good sign.
Yep. Christian's
going
gonna
4 minutes away.
pull a nerve here at this rate.
I'm gonna freak out. Oh god! Oh god! Oh my! Oh wow! It actually.
We're trying to say the same thing here.
Oh my god! So.
Austin, now in the eclipse. We don't have any cameras there, unfortunately. Killeen also. Waco, 1 minute 33. Dallas, 4 minutes 23. Tyler, 7 minutes. Texarkana, 10 minutes. Little Rock, 15, just less now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it's actually getting visibly darker by the second. And we are, look at that. Look at that. We are getting a very, very lucky break right now. So if I don the glasses and turn it landscape.
Right.
Can you see that?
Yeah, yes.
Oh wow.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Like there is no cloud in front of the sun right now. That is, I think we got lucky here, guys.
Okay.
Either way, how far are we? We are less than 3 minutes away from totality. I think that's getting super bright now.
Come on, super fun.
Looking good.
You know what? It is being extreme. That's the whole point of this. There we go. I can hardly see my phone at the moment, so I've done my glasses.
Come on. Come here.
This is bizarre. This is bizarre. We are about 95% covered. It is like the lighting is very eerie. It's
yep.
Like, oh my god! If I swear on stream, I apologize in advance.
You're gonna swear over an eclipse, Ethan? Oh my god! It's Christian. Hello, Christian. How are you?
Hello, and how are you?
Hey, Nathan, give me a moment. I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna take some photos on my personal collection because this is.
That's gonna be live streaming it.
And that is Ethan's place right now.
Yeah, you are live on the air, right? Oh, I'm getting.
Yeah, everyone is live on the air. Yeah, please be careful. You are live on the air.
How is my phone's night mode activated?
There's a viewpoint from Ethan's place. A bunch of people having a look there as well. Whilst we wait for Christian's camera to come back there.
Alpha. All right, let's put my camera back on then. Like, I'm not less than 2 minutes away, so we could be experiencing Bailey's beads very shortly.
And there's Dallas.
Or Diamond Ring, rather.
And back to Christian's picture.
Dallas,
yeah.
About 95% coverage right now with totality, about less than 2 minutes away.
Yes. So extremely close to the totality, live here near Dallas, and we've got
and again, look at the cloud cover.
Christian's view there, and we've got this live view as well. But we'll stay with Christian here. A lot of places now ticking down to zero, a lot of them across Texas. Austin has had the eclipse as well, San Antonio, not so long ago. And let me just get the timer.
I need to get clicks. I need to get some. Again, just
1 minute and 20 seconds.
1 minute 20, guys.
Yep. So the eclipse about to begin in Dallas. The timing to the second might be slightly different for Christian because he's just a little bit further away.
A little bit further east. Sort of closer to the center of the totality line there.
Once again, there's a live view at Dallas, which we'll also be watching here live.
All right, the sun is very slowly disappearing behind.
Weather's good in Dallas, by the way.
Weather's good in Dallas. Good. I can't see it. There we go. Now I can. That's about 97% covered. This is getting very close. I mean, ready? Any moment now.
Yes, Christian.
Nearly
Any
there,
moment
guys.
now.
So, what's the current
19
time?
seconds for Dallas. 16 seconds.
19 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm having to yell to everyone else right now. 19
Just a few
seconds.
seconds to go here before Dallas shrinks into the
going,
darkness.
It's going. You can hear the. Do you hear the?
No.
Do you don't? Oh wow! Oh my god! I have to take the glasses off. Look how dark it's gotten.
It looks about the same, if I'm being honest. It must be your camera.
It's probably the camera then, but like that's not. It's gone for my cameras. 99%.
And Dallas is dark.
Listen to that! Whoa! My god!
What is it?
Whoa! Look, I can take the glasses off. Look at this!
What is the noise? What noise are we on about? Oh, look at Dallas right now. Beautiful. That's Dallas right now.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! Oh wow! Wow! Oh no, Cloud, no! No! Oh! There we go, that was...
You'll have time, you'll get it back.
That is amazing!
Look at Dallas. It is beautiful.
Oh, now it's gone, but okay, let me put it this way. Look at this. The streetlights have come on. Look how dark it is. My god!
Christian, you're screaming around in the street there. No one else is doing anything.
It's screaming. Like, look at this. All the lights are on.
Yes.
I'm sure. Did you not hear the crowd reaction here? That was amazing.
No, you must have some really good suppression. We didn't hear a thing from anyone else.
Hey, I am back.
Yeah. I'll turn the suppression off.
Tyler, coming up, 55 seconds for Tyler. Texarkana, 4 minutes.
Look, you can. Oh, hang on. Is my camera still active?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, you got me. You can see the stars.
Of course you can.
Oh wow! Christian, keep your camera there for a moment.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back.
There it is.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Now that is impressive.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Dallas.
Wow.
Dallas is getting the eclipse right now.
That is, oh wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Nathan.
Yeah.
I do got better news.
You know what?
I'm starting to notice much better clouds coming here.
Right.
Take some pictures, Christian.
As soon as it comes out of those clouds.
It's going to be very close.
Again, look at that. Do you see that? Do you see the look at that? I can't see me on Discord.
We see it.
You see it? You don't anymore. I'm taking photos.
That's all right. We saw it. It's beautiful.
Auto enhance, auto focus lock. That was beautiful. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about
Now
it.
that is Dallas right now. 3 minutes for Texarkana. Tyler is in the eclipse as well.
Oh my god. This is amazing, guys.
Indianapolis, 22 minutes. We'll see it on Ethan's camera there as well.
Oh, wow. That is... Look, I'm just going to take a photo of that. That is amazing. Let's go for 1x. That's too now.
Show us your shots afterwards, Christian.
Oh, I will upload all my shots to the live output. Don't you worry.
I also have a friend over in Indianapolis too.
So right now, downtown Rowlett, in the middle of the eclipse, it looks like Bailey's Beach is coming back, but those are just rifts and valleys. Like, look at. Hold on, let me. This landscape. Look at. I don't know.
Yeah, amazing.
What this is insane. This is amazing. And again, just to give it perspective, I'm gonna flip the camera just for a moment. I am lying on the floor
Christian,
right
jeez.
now. Yeah, I know. This is amazing. Like, oh my god. I'm trying so hard not to swear right now.
Beautiful, Christian.
Look here and try and remember this forever.
Yeah, this is insane. This is insane.
Less than a minute.
Glasses on, everyone.
Oh, there it goes. Wow, look at how that changed. And there it is coming out in Dallas downtown as well.
Downtown Rowlett. Here we go. Totality is now over. That is amazing. That is, look at, it's just, you see like the brightness difference. Wow.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to go to the path of totality myself.
Everyone. Look, I mean, I turned suppression off just for this. Wow. Like, you can hear the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is insane. Whoa, we got so lucky here. The forecast was partly cloudy. It was overcast for like a week before this. I am so glad the weather turned out the way it did. Oh, wow. Oh, that was
Christian,
amazing.
he makes you laugh, doesn't he?
Yeah, I told you I was freaking out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right.
Crazy.
Look, you can see how much brighter it's gotten already.
Yeah. Texarkana, 2 seconds. The eclipse is starting now. Texarkana, Little Rock, 4 minutes 35 for you. And we've got a few views for Little Rock as well.
Okay.
And Indianapolis, hi Christian, in 19 minutes. Okay, 19 minutes for Indianapolis. I'm trying to put Christian back onto a small screen before he breaks our cameras here. Now, there we go. And you can see how the eclipse, I keep wanting to say earthquake. We've had earthquakes on the brain this week. You can see it there, slap bang over the middle of Texas, and how it's crossed through northeastwards there. And it's just about entering that little tiny bit of Oklahoma and now into Arkansas. This is live right now.
So I was live on YouTube at the time. Well, I've got a friend who's live streaming from Manchester, UK, and I'm sort of here on location. Yeah.
Well done, yes.
That was insane. That was very cool. Right, so just so you know, the pictures are now in the live channel.
All right, thank you.
So go and broadcast them. That was insane.
We'll have a look at that in just a second. I just want to try and get a new repositioned viewpoint from the next floater that will see that eclipse. So let me just change that top right image there. Whilst we've got just a tiny lull here. Of course, a lot of people are getting the eclipse right now. But there we go, just switched a little switcheroo over there, and we're now looking at the central part of the United States. Now, let's go to Ethan's camera right now. That's his place, still looking quite decent. And the eclipse is on its way there, less than 20 minutes now for Ethan. And let's go to Justin, who is in Buffalo, New York, and your eclipse is also on its way. What are you seeing?
Well, I can see the sun peeking through the clouds. Unfortunately,
oh, sorry, this is the other Justin. There's two Justins here now. Justin joining us from, I can't remember where you're from now. Further east, aren't you?
Yes, I am further east in Auburn.
All right.
I'm back, by the way.
So Justin and Justin are both here, and we're taking a look at everything that's going on. Justin D, what's your situation?
Give me a moment.
Okay, he needs a moment.
And also, I would like to talk a little bit. I tried to go to the path of totality because the path of totality is actually like 15 kilometers away from my house. and unfortunately, all the little county roads are literally gridlocked.
No.
So I couldn't go.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to so I'm
That's
currently
insane.
shelter in place here in
Shelter
Windsor.
in place. Little Rock,
Well,
1
not
minute
shelter in
32.
place, but stay here at home and get the eclipse.
Jonesboro, 5
Shelter in place
minutes.
is a bit over exaggerated.
All right, it's just a slip up. 5 minutes 40 for Jonesboro in Arkansas, and Evansville is at 12 minutes. Indianapolis in just less than 16 minutes now. We've got cameras in Little Rock, which is about to get the eclipse any second. We've got a view from Bloomington. We've got Ethan's camera in Indianapolis. We've got Justin D in Buffalo, New York, and we've got Justin L in Auburn, which is New York as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Up by Rochester, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Well,
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll try to get us an update on what the eclipse looks like here near Detroit.
Oh,
Now, I'm trying to get this working, and we do. This is a look right now in Little Rock, I think. I think that's Little Rock. And the eclipse should be happening at any time here as well. It certainly looks like it is, yes. The eclipse is starting right here. This is Little Rock.
I've just got you there. It'll be
You
fine.
can see those colours really starting to change. Let's try and just improve that picture a little bit there. Something's wrong with it. That's a little bit better. That's the live view there in Little Rock, Arkansas, which is now getting dark.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
and Nathan,
Yeah.
I've noticed it's starting to get noticeably darker here now.
You've been saying that all day. Little Rock is in Totality right now. Little Rock is in Totality. Jonesboro, 3 minutes 44. We'll have a webcam there as well. No one will care about Little Rock in Dallas, Christian.
Yeah. No one will care about Little Rock over here. It's done. It's over here. We're about 15% back.
Yeah.
We're about 15% back. So,
In a minute, we'll show you some of Christian's views from earlier, if we can. Indeed, we can. Oh, wow, Christian, you outdid yourself there.
yeah, like, this phone is seriously impressive when it comes to photos. That was amazing.
We're just watching the Totality over Little Rock right now, and then we'll show you some of those pictures from Christian. And looking very impressive there as well.
Holy shit is all I have to say right now.
And he dropped the bomb.
So, oh, so I was recording a voice message for my friends. I didn't realize I was muted. Well, not muted, rather. Let me do that now. Sorry. I told you I would. I warned you I would. But that was. I'm sorry, but that was
Christian.
insane.
Right, okay, that's enough. That's enough out of you. That was the view in Little Rock just now. Here, on that bottom right-hand side there, that was Christian's picture of the eclipse just moments ago in Dallas. And look at a few others that he got as well. Check that out. There's one.
Right.
Here's another. And a few others. The one from further out looks particularly mesmerizing. So there's some pictures from Christian's vantage point during the total solar eclipse in Texas. I don't suppose we might put some of these pictures online later, Christian, eh? Oh, he's gone on mute now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. I have posted 3 more images. This is the look currently in Windsor, Ontario, and it looks like that
Where have you sent this?
It is starting in live output.
Oh, thank you. It's a decent picture, but Sam is here right now as well, showing us something similar, I think. Sam?
I'm not.
Oh, you were? I don't know if you can hear us right now, but let's move on to maybe one other webcam that we can go to. Let's just try and get that next. We want to try and get... oh no, we didn't have Jonesboro in the end. Pardon me.
I do have my own camera though.
So we are waiting on Bloomington. But yeah, Sam, go right ahead.
Yep, I'm in Lebanon, Indiana, actually about a little ways northwest of Indianapolis, where the sky is starting to dim a little bit. As totality here is expected in about 10 to 15 minutes. So
10
we're very
minutes
close
for Indianapolis.
Yep, 11 minutes.
Yeah. Occasionally we can see some breaks in the car.
Sky is starting to darken here.
So we've got viewpoints everywhere during this eclipse event. And there it is right now from Sam's picture here. Another one of our teammates.
I just posted an image of what is the POV from Ethan. I've just took it from casual discussion.
Yeah, we'll have Ethan's webcam shortly as well. But what are you doing in Indiana then? You've come for the eclipse?
I have, yes.
All right.
I went into the path of totality. It's not too long a drive from Chicago.
Right.
Chicago itself is supposed to be in 95% path of totality. About almost to this part of this is right here. What you're seeing is probably what's probably going to be the maximum eclipse for Chicago. Maybe a little bit darker, but this is probably about it for them. Here we're going in. Here I'm going in. This going to be seeing totality. Hopefully, gonna get to see the corona as well.
Okay. We've also got a live view from Bloomington right now. Bloomington, Indiana. This is a live view there. The eclipse will be there in 8 minutes. Justin, you wanted to chime in there.
Hello?
Hi, Christian.
Hi, I'm back. Yes, my voice message is now complete. I had to leave the call because I couldn't concentrate. But yeah, so now I've had time to calm down.
Yes.
That was wow. That's gonna be I can't put into words basically.
Yes.
I'm gonna carry that with me for the rest of my life. And that,
yes.
I mean, we had such a lucky break with the cloud cover then. Because like I said before, the week before this today, it said overcast. Today, partly cloudy. Yes, it is partly cloudy right now. Obviously, the clouds are actually clearing now.
Hey, Christian.
Hello.
I live in the UK, you know. We get solar eclipses every day.
Yes,
yes, we do.
I also live in the UK. I know. I'm just here on location in Dallas, like a news reporter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Force
me too.
As you guys can probably tell, I'm still acting calm.
At 2 o'clock.
All right, one at a time, everyone. We're going to Sam first. That's where the eclipse will be next in just a few minutes. Although I'm not sure, Sam, can you tell me exactly when your eclipse is compared to Ethan? Are you before or after?
Here or
I think it's supposed to be around the same time as Indianapolis. I would say it's going to be off by a few seconds.
Cape Girardeau right now. Eclipse beginning. Totality right now. Evansville 4 minutes 22 seconds. And then eventually it's going to end up Indianapolis in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Dayton, Ohio 11 minutes. Cleveland 15.
All right. So we just went outside with my parents, and it looks like it did a little bit more progress. It's starting to look like it looks like a moon.
Blocking the sun. Yeah.
Yes. Like I was trying to say like the moon currents, but I couldn't.
Right.
I forgot the word. Whoops.
Yeah. All right. We're still watching here. We're on Sam's camera. We're looking down the road there, and we're still. I mean, the weather's not looking the best there. It's quite dense, that high cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite dense. It's quite a dense cloud cover for me. I mean, we do get a clearing every few minutes, but well, if there's anything good about it, is that we don't even need eclipse glasses right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Ethan?
Yeah, hello.
Hi. I wasn't expecting you.
I know.
Are we struggling?
Good evening, Mr. Bond. I wasn't expecting you.
Ethan, are you there? We're struggling with signal, I
Ethan?
think.
Come on, Mother Nature, please.
Ethan.
We're struggling with Ethan. There's the view from Ethan's place right now. Ethan, your signal is about, I don't know, 1 kilobit per second. We're sticking with Sam right now, looking up towards the eclipse, which will begin fairly soon. Once again, Evansville, 2 minutes for you. Bloomington, 4 minutes. We've got a webcam there waiting as well. And as we know, this event goes by
Nathan,
pretty
can you hear me?
quick. Ethan, we got you.
Hello, I'm at my work at the moment, but we are just a few minutes away from Totality here. We are witnessing darkening sky moments, waiting for Totality to begin here in just...
Yeah, hi Ethan.
We really struggled there, Ethan, but we got the gist. It'll be in a few minutes. So, all those placed on the left-hand side with
Many
zeros
people don't
now.
realize...
Ethan, have you got your
Many
phone camera
people don't realize just truly... Just people don't realize just truly how much of a once-in-a-generational event this is here in Indiana. The next solar eclipse to pass through our boundaries is not going to be until the 2100s. So this is truly a once-in-a-generational event. And there's a plane taking off right now, too. I would be up there right now.
Indianapolis, 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
We had a plane take off from here as well, trying to get above the clouds.
I don't know if you can see my camera, but this is how dark it is right now here at my job.
Yeah, we have you.
It's not
coming on here.
Unfortunately,
it's not that dark yet, but it is getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan, with the phone cameras probably will try and capture as much light as possible in that regard. So you may not see it
my
dark.
webcam at the house, Nathan. If you have it up on the screen, Nathan, my webcam at the house that is facing due north. So it is facing away from the eclipse.
Yeah,
but
we figured.
It's going to have a pretty...
Well, Ethan, if you can, get out in the open. Your signal's really wacky.
Yeah.
I am out in the open.
You're next to a wall, underneath the roof.
This is about...
How was the
Yeah,
How
okay.
was my signal?
Your signal's okay. You're okay. Yeah, we're still looking at Sam right now.
I've got good old...
I will be moving this call over to...
Incredible. So, when it passes over your areas, guys, you will be amazed. Talking from first-hand experience, that was my first ever time seeing that totally.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm going to drone on about it now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, do you want me out of the live stream so I can shut up?
I don't know. It's going. Anyways, look here. This is...
So it doesn't look that different.
Bloomington right now that we're looking at, and let's go back to Sam once again.
Yeah. It's just hot.
Hey, can I have your pump up again?
That's fine.
There's only a little sliver here in Lebanon.
But we know, Sam, it will happen very quickly.
Okay, Nathan.
Yeah, we got you.
And the animals are starting to act a little bit different now.
This is a live look at the eclipse here from Indianapolis. I don't know if you can see it.
We are trying to see.
We see it.
You see it.
Some of it.
It honestly feels like it's gonna storm here, but it's just
the camera.
Yeah. That's good, Ethan. We got a lot.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, we saw it. We got a lot of people doing various things here. We got Sam
that's fine.
will be the first one at the eclipse, I think, and then we've got Matthew there showing certain parts of it as well.
We are mere
Windsor,
minutes
Ontario.
away. I can now actually say that businesses' lights have started to come on now.
Uh-huh.
So you can see here those lights over those.
Oh, yeah. strangely, that
Bloomington.
didn't happen over
15
here.
seconds for Bloomington. This camera right here.
Almost
Eclipse
totality time,
in
guys.
10 seconds.
All right, keep an eye on. Yeah, ready, Sam?
Yes, Christian.
Play it again, Sam.
Ready?
He's
I'm
not.
ready.
He's not in Bloomington though.
I'm in Lebanon, northwest of Indy. Northwest of Indianapolis.
Yeah, it'll be a few more minutes for Sam and Ethan, but this is Bloomington right now, and the eclipse is beginning. The totality has just begun.
Ready? He's gonna freak out.
Yeah, skies are getting way more darker now, really fast here now.
You're in Windsor.
you're
It's starting
look how fast the skies are getting
to
darker now.
down.
Holy cow!
Right, I need
Look at this.
Yes.
Sorry,
This is ridiculous.
My drink. Sorry, thank you.
It's starting.
I know everyone's excited, but we're doing this one at a time here. We're looking at Bloomington first, then we're popping over to Sam, and then we'll have Ethan. We'll all have the eclipse on there. And this is Bloomington right now, plunged into
Look how
darkness.
dark it's getting. That's look, Indianapolis right now.
Whoa, look at this.
Yep.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look.
Where's Ethan? Where are you?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And Ethan's got totality.
There you go. Is he gonna freak out?
Totality.
Yeah. See, there you go. Look at that.
It's still
amazing,
sliver.
isn't it?
I'm still seeing a sliver.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
We lost him, did we? There it is at Ethan's house right now.
He's probably taking photos. If you want another view of Indianapolis, I'm talking to friends here.
Live
And
from
sound.
Lebanon, Indiana. We're about to hit totality.
There it is at Sam's place as well. It's all going on here.
Oh!
Oh wow, that is cool.
We have totality. We have totality. You can see the sun's corona.
Okay. We can.
Yeah, it's hard to see on the zoomed out zone though. I know it's difficult, but we should have had like someone with a magnifying glass.
Someone shot
Did you show my photos?
People are shooting fireworks. We've seen the photo. There's the view from Ethan's camera right now.
Look, and that's Indianapolis.
Incredible.
Totality.
Let's try and get a close up on that if we can. And we
As
can't.
Terraria fans would say, a solar eclipse is happening.
Oh my god. What do you even mean?
Wow, that's beautiful.
So, how is it, guys? How is it?
That is
A couple
incredible.
of minutes. Couple of minutes.
What? The moon is completely in front of the sun. Holy cow.
Hey, Nathan, we're 11 minutes away from totality here.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen it yet,
And
but
we are 15
there's
minutes
a
away here.
tiny break in the clouds of the west. We might get lucky. It's going to be very close, though. It is getting, I don't know if you can tell, it is getting noticeably darker here.
Sam, we've lost you.
Peak Totality have been here in Windsor, Ontario.
Look at how dark it is outside, though,
This
right
is
now.
absolutely incredible.
This is
Look at how
incredible.
dark it is.
Sam, we've lost your feed.
Oh, wow.
So that's Indianapolis right now. Everyone's going crazy. Even the dogs.
You can't see it with the glasses.
Even the dogs are going crazy.
So,
Almost all the way to Newfoundland.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever the diamond thing is.
Hey, Nathan, we got a tiny little sliver of cloud-free area.
Okay.
If that
Alright,
makes sense. Oh, never mind.
I will be going back for a couple
There it
minutes.
is, guys.
Here to myself.
these are literally
I'll be back. In a minute.
Right.
And there it is
5
from
minutes.
Sam's
Oh,
place.
that's Indianapolis.
nice cloud in
Facing
the
north. I put it to show you that. Oh, yeah.
These people are going insane.
I'm like kind of like nervous
Faster.
now.
Uh-oh. Better put your glasses back on.
Uh,
The sun is about to come back.
that's
Yep.
Sam right there.
Totality will be
Yeah,
back.
Nathan. We got you. I don't know if you know, but between the trees there is a little cloud breakage in the cloud cover. That might be our only chance
Totality has now ended in Indianapolis.
Hope you got some good pictures, Ethan. Hope you
Totality
enjoyed
has
it.
ended.
I got quite a few pictures, but they're kind of grainy.
Look,
I'll have
come
to
here.
edit
Look,
those.
look.
Justin,
Nathan, we just saw your preview crossing.
You're showing us a black
They're
screen,
very
Justin.
thin
Justin, you're showing a black screen.
What?
Very
You're
thin
shouting
sliver.
at me and showing a black screen. What?
You just missed it. We just had a tiny little break in the clouds here. We're about 90 to 95% of the way there right now.
No,
right.
Look
Yes.
at the lighting up now.
Yes.
Look at how bright it's getting very fast now. Very fast.
Indeed.
Yeah, it will do that. It will light up very quickly. It's almost
It is lightning very fast.
So guys, I'm gonna have to leave you all to it.
Please.
We're now leaving
The wildlife here is
Because there's 10 people
definitely
shouting
acting up.
here and it's not very good
well,
coverage.
I was gonna say we're just getting something to eat. So
Okay.
I'll leave you. Bye.
All right. Well, that was Christian. He recorded the Eclipse in Dallas. It was beautiful, by the way. And everyone else trying to shoehorn in here. I don't know
You're on the
why,
other
but
side of totality. It's still dim.
What?
Well, it's still dim here, but it's getting brighter again.
Yeah, Totality is over now.
okay.
But wow. Incredible.
This
simply
is
remarkable.
Cleveland right now.
Simply remarkable.
Absolutely unbelievable how
Hey,
dark
not
it
much
can
yet,
get in a
but
solar, in a total
little.
solar eclipse.
Go ahead.
That thin
It's hard to even
cloud
tell if the sun is even out.
is our only chance we have.
Yeah,
I
I
will
know.
literally make or break viewing it here.
Really?
It's close. Because while we are about 7 minutes from totality here, it's going to be dangerously close.
Yes. That's tough. That's tough.
I want to stay here till like till the sun's till the moon
Let
moves
us break.
the sun.
For the
You want to? It's a nice day too, and it's getting warmer.
Come on, let us break.
Here's the view right now in Erie, Pennsylvania. They'll be getting the eclipse soon. I've completely lost track of time with these. But you'll see it on the clocks when we get up to it in a minute. But Justin, what are you seeing?
Nothing yet, but we do have, as I mentioned already, got much thinner cloud cover right there. Hopefully that should give us probably about, if I were to guess, a minute or two of viewing it. So we should, and it's actually moving this way too. Could get very lucky.
Okay.
Gonna be very close.
Who wanted to say something then? Sam, what are you doing now? So we've gone radio silent here. Ethan's place is now back to sunshine.
I'm going to be waiting for the moon to part from the sun here, and then we will head back to HQ.
And then we got Justin L showing this camera here. There's some pretty bad-looking clouds nearby. 3 minutes away from Totality in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Are getting shafted, but if you can see right here, you can see that there was a little bit of a sliver of the sun just visible right there.
Yep.
But right now we are about 9 minutes away from Totality, and if I'm not mistaken, the temperature is starting to get colder a little bit.
I will say the National Weather forecast us down to the low 60s initially.
Sliver of the moon, but
it
it's like
feels a little bit more chillier, but it's
the
not
other side.
that much more chilly.
Okay, we're trying to hear two people at once here.
You don't have to be in Totality for that. Totality's only needed for the darkness.
Yeah.
All
okay,
right.
Nathan, I have to go now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is getting dark out.
Hope you have a good day at work.
Hey Nathan, we're almost there.
We are.
Very thin crossing. So yeah, can't confirm that area of clouds is thinner.
Okay.
4 minutes away here.
All right.
Wow!
Oh god! If you thought these other guys were crazy, well, here comes Justin.
It's gonna be very, very close.
Okay.
Not sure if we can.
As you can probably tell, we're starting to cheer here.
Already.
Yep. It's behind the clouds right now. You're not gonna need them for totality.
Oh yeah, it is really starting to get dark.
Okay. So now looking at Justin L's camera here.
And you can see over the past couple minutes, yeah, it is really starting to get a bit darker over here. We are now just 7 minutes away from totality here in Auburn, New York. And I can still barely see the sun due to all of these freaking clouds.
I can hear people in the background. Whose camera is that on?
That was just me. My bad.
At your place? No, I was just wondering. It's not too loud.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, it's getting so cold out here. My hands are cold. We are about a minute and a half from totality. It is getting really dark here.
As a matter of
so
fact,
cool watching you guys experiencing the same, coming together to experience the same thing. That's amazing.
I forgot to show you Erie. This is Erie, Pennsylvania right now, and it is dark.
Oh.
It's just amazing how fast these eclipses go by.
Very, very fast. Erie, Pennsylvania here, under the totality at this time.
Come on. 1 minute away from totality.
1 minute for Justin there in Buffalo.
Come on, Mother Nature. Break up these clouds, please.
Alright, this is Matthew reporting from Windsor. The eclipse has officially just ended, and I'm just sending the footage into live output.
Fireworks going off.
And the lights were actually going off.
I think they put them on.
Almost there, Nathan.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Honestly.
It is getting really dark now.
Look at these people walking nonchalantly through the eclipse. In Erie, Pennsylvania.
You see all the nighttime stuff now. The radio tower right there, it's...
Oh, is that where the noise was coming from? I didn't even know. That noise was from Erie.
We got the diamond ring, Nathan. We got the diamond ring.
Could have fooled me, Justin. Nothing much looks different here.
You have video foot. You have a video feed
We have
of it.
descended totality.
All right.
Totality has begun.
That's cool.
Wow. Wow.
God, guys.
This is absolutely incredible.
Alright, I have just
It has turned to nighttime.
Yeah.
I have officially just sent some of the images.
We are in totality, people.
Oh, look at that. It's gone.
I don't see it.
Alright. As I was saying, I've just sent some images of the solar eclipse from Windsor, Ontario. That is actually pretty close of where Detroit, Michigan is. So if you guys could, so Nathan, can you please bring some of those images on stream?
No, Justin's having a total eclipse right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, maybe
dude,
after.
it is cold out. Even with the cloud cover, this is incredible.
It certainly is.
Oh, it's really...
This is amazing, dude.
Oh, it's
Actually,
really
Nathan,
starting to get dark over here.
Look at my camera real quick. The street
we're
lights
here, we're
have come
here.
on along the bike path.
We're looking all right.
Look at this.
Whoa.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get a break, but this is amazing.
Where am I?
And we are now here.
But this is still a hell of an experience nonetheless.
Is the Eclipse actually on Flight Simulator X on Flight Simulator as well?
Not
oh,
really.
Nathan, we have stars visible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you can tell right here, but it is getting very dark over here. And now 3 minutes remaining.
Wow.
It's starting to get a lot
minutes
lighter.
remaining.
Clouds, please. What an experience.
We'll be there, Justin. We won't miss it when it happens at your place.
It is getting darker and darker by the second, and it is. And even with all these clouds,
sun's peeking through. Nathan, look at my camera. The sun's peeking through.
Yeah, we're looking. We're looking. We haven't moved.
Wow! Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Wow! Let's go! Look at that!
Well, that is amazing. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that!
That's pretty
That's
insane.
amazing!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Oh!
What an experience!
Oh.
And looks like some clouds are coming in.
Thank you for your coverage, Justin.
Oh my god!
There's a live view of it right now on satellite imagery. Oh, not live. It's very recent though. Justin, where are you? Justin L.
I'm taking pictures of it. Hang on.
The eclipse is almost there.
Okay.
It is getting dark out.
That's beautiful though from Justin
There's a video chat in the background.
Camera. Now over to Justin L. And there's the viewpoint from his place.
And I
just a little
believe it
further
is
east.
starting right about now, if I'm not.
You can look at it directly when it's
When
eclipse.
when it's
We got incredibly lucky here, Nathan.
Looks like.
I am over here snapping pictures
Oh my
right
god!
now.
You can see the moon shadow.
Yeah, people launching fireworks.
Has it just finished now?
No, we're still
This
waiting.
is it.
As we speak.
All right, over
Yeah,
to
see?
Justin.
I don't think you ever
Justin
seen,
L.
have you
This
further
is it,
east.
boys.
Auburn, New York.
Have you?
Totality
there's a-
has begun.
Have you seen a
Wow!
before?
Look at it
Before
change
2012,
all
before
across the
2017.
sky there.
You can actually see the moon shadow as it passes right over us.
Justin, that
Wow!
honestly, your video there is the best one I've seen yet of it getting dark across the sky. That's
Ooh.
amazing.
As, even though it's not fully, even though it's still covered quite a bit of the sun, it's I think it's.
Let's go!
I think it is.
You're very lucky right at the
Oh
last second.
my goodness.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And then it'll start. I believe it's going to
Thanks,
be
Justin.
Yeah.
New England are getting it
That's
now.
my
Look at that.
We can't
Yeah,
see the
pictures.
moon, but this is insane.
There's the view from Justin L right now. So you can't see the sun?
Oh, someone's setting off fireworks right now over on the lake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, someone was setting them off here too. That was an absolutely amazing experience. We got very lucky right at the last second.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at some of the comments that came in.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're going. What an amazing eclipse, though. Oh, we've lost Justin L.
Oh.
Let's go back to Justin
Not
B.
gonna lie, I'm shaking in excitement right now. This was amazing.
Did
and
you
I
get?
can't even speak.
Did you get some Zoom photos?
Yes, yes, I did actually. I'll
Yeah,
send them in the Discord.
I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity because I would take it too. There's the sun coming back out slowly.
I'm not gonna be home for at least an hour, by the way.
That's all right. In Buffalo, there.
Huh?
That's the view.
I thought.
more.
Back home, and then maybe the dogs might go outside.
There's still a few more places that are going to get totality shortly. Burlington is next up, and here is a view from Vermont. I'm not sure exactly where, but this is a vantage point, and you can see there's plenty of people out there on the little area. It's not quite a pier, but it's sort of like a fishing pier kind of thing. Looks like they're going to get some kind of eclipse shortly. I don't even know if this will get totality at this location, but we're watching it closely. It's certainly getting darker there at that location right now. Let's go back to Justin. Justin who? There's a car. Okay, Justin's in his car. Justin, you might want to turn yourself down there. A lot of car noise.
Yeah.
Justin D right now showing us this view of the back side of this eclipse here from Buffalo, New York, and we are watching that next webcam there in Vermont, where it's getting a little bit dark there. There's plenty of people out there waiting for it, so I assume it's going to be a totality location over the lake. That probably makes for some good photos, actually. But Burlington, pretty much, someone's got the radio on. Justin, you'll have to mute yourself. I'll have to mute him now. In the meantime, there it is, the totality now occurring in Vermont somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. But there it is right now, live, and you can see just how that has changed in this location too. Justin D, did you say something?
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm here. Just one of our family down here. I was just over talking.
I can't hear a thing. Anyways, there's the view of this continuing period of totality right now in Vermont.
Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go to save my phone's battery because totality is pretty much on here.
Sure.
Anyway, so
no problem.
I will be back later.
All right. So that was Justin, probably making a name for himself there with some of his commentary during this eclipse. Now as we look back at Vermont here still, it's still very much in that eclipse there, looking amazing in this location as well. Sadly we can't look up on this camera, but that's another viewpoint. We've got a few more cameras that we can show you when the eclipse enters Atlantic Canada. We've got a few shots from New Brunswick, and I think there's even a shot from St. Pierre-Miquelon, which I don't know if they're getting the eclipse totality, but if they are, that would be the only place in France that's getting the eclipse. Yeah, believe it or not, there is a French territory off Canada. But there we go. We'll be taking a look at that if we can. But right now, this is Vermont. So we'll shrink that back down now. There's Ethan's camera once again from, he had the eclipse earlier. Let's shrink that one down as well. And we'll put that over here and we'll leave you with that general eclipse info on the bottom left panel there. And I'm just going to turn off the viewpoint now from the Vermont. I just need to double check where exactly the path goes after this, because we didn't really pay attention to what happens beyond, like, Vermont. I know, shocking, isn't it? Where is it? Okay, so the eclipse now moves on towards Maine and then eventually into New Brunswick, and it actually doesn't reach St. Pierre-Miquelon. It's more further north actually, over Newfoundland, so we won't be looking at that one. As a matter of fact, I've lost all my webcams. Just a minute, let me try and find some more here. But right now we're looking at a few views there of various places. And what a remarkable period it's been here on Force 13 Live covering this eclipse. Just wonder if we might be able to get a camera near Corner Brook, which will be getting the eclipse as well. But after that, we really are done as far as eclipse places go. No, we can't really get those ones. So yeah, actually I've got no streaming webcams anymore, so I guess that's it for that. Jamie said, Justin had me in stitches. Me too. Fantastic. Thanks for supporting our stream. Really appreciate it there. And thanks for joining. Hurricane Altony Bronze says the sky is getting dimmer by the minute where I live. And a lot of people commenting on how it was for them. Mayra saying it was good in Broken Arrow. Yes, you got the totality there as well. Some of these comments were hilarious when Justin was going about. Redneck Lover 22 said 2 pics from Indy, so I'll go and see if I can look at some of those. Jackie the Parrot says, why does Justin sound like a robot and a Scottish person at the same time? And yeah, okay, and I think that I can't see any other comments just now. But this is the event as it has happened here live on Force 13 Live. And we're here for a little bit longer whilst the eclipse continues to trundle on. Let's get some viewpoints from the Atlantic Canada side on satellite. I'm just going to see if I can get that in just a sec here. I think this is the best I can do. Let me just load this up for you guys here and put it in number 2. Okay, so next to my head, there's that fascinating extratropical cyclone, by the way, and it is being eclipsed, literally, by the event today, coming in from the left-hand side there, passing over the US-Canadian border predominantly at this point. And eventually through Newfoundland. Yeah, no one's going to see the eclipse in Ireland, I can tell you that. People were saying that earlier. I think they were holding on to that, like you probably get a 1% eclipse just as the sun set or something, but I can tell you here it is dark now, so no. The sun, in fact, the sun has been eclipsed by Earth itself here in the UK at this point. This is Force 13 Live. We're continuing to watch this event as it unfolds. I think we've fresh run out of cameras at this point, unfortunately. But what an interesting day it has been with this eclipse. People have sent in on our team fantastic photos. Let's go back and look at some of them now. They've been sent in from all kinds of people on our team. Let's go chronologically back to the beginning. This is how it looked initially from Dallas, Texas, when Christian started sending in some pictures. That's on the bottom right hand corner that we're looking at. Let's just blow this up a little bit so we can see it all properly. That's how it started, and then it continued and continued. Then there was a picture from Windsor, Ontario, and you can see just a little bit of the sun there. New Jersey from Maury, and then the eclipse itself viewed from Dallas, Texas, from Christian there. Some of the shots that he took, fantastic, amazing. A little bit grainy. I think the ones where he zoomed out a bit more are the more impressive ones, like that. Now that's just something else, otherworldly, and there it is again. And one final one there. And then there was some more pictures for Matthew there. And you can see sort of a little bit of repeated lens flare kind of thing going on there. Or perhaps it was behind a window. And that was a view from Maury, not the best one, unfortunately. That was Ethan earlier. That wasn't the best picture either, but Ethan did record the eclipse whilst we were on the air. Some more from Maury there as well, and some more from Matthew here too, with the eclipse getting near totality in those pictures. Then Maury said it was getting cold, and then there was some videos, 90% eclipse from Maury there. and then some, and then here we are, some from Sam here when he was filming in Indiana. Some more pictures of that eclipse. Look at those pictures, amazing. And he got some zoomed out there as well whilst it was occurring, although they weren't the best resolution. But some smashing pictures there. That was from Lebanon, Indiana, and I believe we'll be getting some more pictures from our team in the next in the coming hour or two whilst they get their stuff together and return home. So the eclipse event is finishing. We're nearly done. It's just the Atlantic Canada regions and Newfoundland. Unfortunately, we can't show you any viewpoints from there, I'm afraid. So we're pretty much ready to sign off on our coverage, really. All of the clocks that we've got have pretty much ticked down to 0 now. It's been an amazing event. If you've got any comments or questions for us before we finish up, please send them in. Also, we do have a severe weather event going on this evening too. Texas is going to get slammed by heavy hail and all kinds of severe weather. 5% tornadoes, if I'm not mistaken. And so it looks like we're going to be doing some coverage on that as well. I think it will be automated, so because we don't have any, it's been breathless stuff, mainly from Justin and some from Christian. But after that, we'll see where we're at. And tomorrow it certainly looks like it's going to be a riskier day for severe weather as well. So it looks like we'll be having some live coverage. It definitely looks like we'll have some live coverage tomorrow as well, probably with commentary. As a matter of fact, whilst we're on the subject, so just do a little bit of a rounding up here on that severe weather. This is the latest that we've got right now regarding tonight's or this evening's severe weather impacts. Let me just find the right button. Definitely not that one. I've lost my button. Let me just decrop some of this. I'm trying to show you the SPC outlook here. And it is awfully overexposed as well. I will work on that in a minute. Okay. And let's just turn off the color correction. Right then, just want to make you aware of tonight's severe weather threat. So big enhanced risk right now, and look at it. It covers Dallas-Fort Worth, where the eclipse was with Christian earlier. All of these areas in the eclipse, in the enhanced, and it includes Abilene as well. Wichita Falls are in there, Shreveport, Louisiana as well, and Lufkin and Waco. All in the enhanced risk. Slight extending all the way down to San Antonio and beyond. Lubbock as well in that slight risk, and many other places around there in the marginal. Tornado threat, 5% in all of that zone, like an arrowhead that. The wind is a little bit larger, 15%, but the main threat from this severe weather event today is hail, 30% SIG for a large part of that enhanced risk zone. In fact, the entire enhanced risk zone is encompassed by that. Now, look at day 2 tomorrow, another enhanced risk in an almost identical location. And you can see it playing out there. This time it's more of a tornado threat. Further east especially, 10% in eastern Texas, creeping in to Louisiana, and 5% further west. Wind is really high, 30% there, and hail, 30 SIG over a large part of eastern Texas. So all that comes together to produce this enhanced risk on day 2. We'll be there live to cover that one. Day 3, another enhanced risk. Look at this one further east over eastern and central Louisiana, even western parts actually. Southern Mississippi and extending into parts of Alabama as well. 30% SIG for all hazards there. And look at day 4. Look at that, 15% risks. Day 5, nothing. 6, nothing. 7, nothing. 8, nothing. Okay, so looking all right there after day 4. But in the meantime, we have 4 days of severe weather coming in here. 3 enhanced risk days in a row. And then at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be 2 slight risks across the eastern United States on day 4. Well, with all of that said and done, and with the severe weather locked in, let's just get some questions here. It's getting a little bit lighter where I live with high clouds, says Hurricane Alton Ebron, and I can't remember where you live now, or where you are. Danny Does Stuff says, in Miami, I barely saw it. I know, Miami really wasn't on the cards today. Buffalo got a few glimpses as cracks in the cloud. You should have seen Justin. He really got lucky, and he was he became possessed for a few minutes. And Hyper Typhoon says, what about the European severe weather? Honestly, I've no idea what's happened over there. But check out the Force 13 Europe EU on Twitter. And I don't know if they'll have done any videos today, but definitely check their Twitter X account, Force 13 EU, for more info about what may have happened over there today. I have no idea. I've been all over this. Online Devil says that their friend in Potsdam, New York, has experienced totality as well. So that's pretty much everything we've got wrapped up here. I think we're going to finish our stream because there's not much else to talk about. We're left with Ethan's viewpoint there, and everyone has literally abandoned me as well in the live room here. You're wondering why there's no one else's voice here. Well, they're all gone. They're all recovering or relocating or sorting themselves out after the eclipse. So we're going to break it off here, our coverage on this fantastic event today. There's no need to go on any further. This was Force 13 Live Solar Eclipse coverage 2024, and it's been a good one. We'll see you again for the next one. I don't know when that will be, but we'll be here, I'm sure, in some form or another. But watch out on the Force 13 channel tonight. It looks like we're going to be setting up an automated stream for severe weather, and I imagine that will be happening relatively soon. But from here at Force 13 HQ, for the time being, good night.